just finished eating. I managed to scarf it all down before we actually started.
So,
Hello.
Yeah.
hey y'all, welcome back to Dungeon Select. Thanks for being early, guys. Appreciate it. Laura, thanks for the second 13-month sub in like 5 days. Don't know. Don't know why this is a thing.
Twitch is cool like that.
Don't know why this is a thing.
Special.
Everyone that's here early, appreciate y'all.
Obviously.
Vanessa, Coibs, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for the host, everybody. Carly, Van Darius, Sassy, all you lovely fucking people. Appreciate ya. How we doing, guys? How we all doing? There's a mosquito here. I didn't fucking get him. Shit.
Get your chopsticks
Shit.
out. Fucking karate kid that bitch.
Get your chopsticks out.
Karate
Fucking karate kick that bitch. All right,
Kid.
chat. Oh, I
Where he
heard.
catches-
I
Have you
heard
seen
kick.
the Karate Kid?
Yeah. I heard. I thought you said kick, which I was like, wait, what? Why do I need chopsticks for that?
I could make a joke
Temp
about that, but
up,
I'm not going
idiot.
to.
What?
How we doing? Fucking everybody that's here, everyone who isn't rogue. Okay, well, there's no rogues in this party, so tough shit.
Lol.
Get fucked. A little bit of a before we start. I'm feeling rough today, so bear with me. I might be a little less. Just a little less on it than usual.
Bully the DM day.
Bully the DM day, pretty much.
That's to let us decide what we do today? Split the party forever?
Essentially, that's me every time, but sometimes I just have things laid out for you where it wouldn't really make a lot of sense for you guys to stray off the path, but overall, I feel like you've been in charge pretty much, like, a lot, you know?
I mean, you
You didn't have to go to the Feywild, you didn't have to go to the Flatlands.
We're
You know?
going home now, though. So it's fine.
Yeah.
Now we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
We're gonna go back to the guild hall, kick our feet up, have a swim, have a chill.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
Wait for all to blow over.
Yeah.
Go to Winchester
Sorry,
for a
Philip. Sorry.
Yeah, but how are you guys doing? Any announcements? Anything happened this week that you want to share with the class?
I fucking
Anything?
tidied my room today.
Hey, my boy.
After
Would you look at that?
after about 6 months of pulling it off.
Stop saying it, Koiba, because then I'll have to do it.
I mean, that might be an exaggeration, but actually properly tied room, yeah, but about 6 months of pulling it off.
Nice, dude. Nice.
I have a new podcast episode out of Making a Mark.
Hey.
So anyone who listens to our podcast, new
Exclamation
episode there.
mark, ma'am wrestling? Is that still a thing? I think it is.
I don't know. It's makingamark.net.
Yeah, there we go. Boom, look at that.
Yeah.
Check out Laura's podcast.
So that's a thing.
We also have a new podcast episode out. Yay!
Yay! With So Kohler. Yours truly was there.
Yours
we'll be
truly
up.
is me. Like,
Yeah,
that means you.
Yeah, you're right. Like I said, I'm fucking... Listen. I'm foreign.
Soko,
I'm foreign. I don't
beloved,
speak English.
you know,
Smile.
Beloved member of Dungeon Select.
Yes. He was there. We'll be up on YouTube on Tuesday.
I'm waiting for it to be on YouTube. How much did you bully Soko in that episode?
Not,
It was a.
not
I don't
as
want
much
to
as
spoil
we
anything.
could
but
have.
Okay, it was
a
more
really good
after I got
episode.
bullied, but
It was
Yeah.
good. It was good. It was good. I need to watch it when we get on YouTube.
it was a good
It was 100% worth the watch.
Absolutely.
They're all
that was
worth
good.
to watch, dude.
They
Yeah,
are.
but I'm really proud. I'm extra proud of this one.
Okay. I will. I'll give it a...
Any other announcements? Anyone have anything to say? Anything they're doing soon or are proud of or whatever? Cool. All right. Great.
No.
No.
Okay.
That's fine. That's
This
fine.
episode of Dungeon Select is brought to you by your brand here.
That hurt my
Well,
ears.
I-
by Steve's dreams.
Well, hello there. Welcome.
Many thanks to your brand here for
Oh my
sponsoring this episode.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna trim my nails into this bin while we get started.
Okay. Awesome. I really love using your brand here when I'm hungover. It makes me a little better throughout the day. So your brand here. Thanks for sponsoring. Do you want your brand here as a sponsor? Hit us up. Smile.
Please, anyone.
Please, anyone, please.
Raid Shadow Legends, where you at?
Bro, have you
my
seen how
God.
much they pay?
Like 8k, isn't
Like
it? Or something
8k
stupid.
USD for that's insane, bro. Like I'd sell my soul to Raid Shadow Legends for 8k. Hello.
Yeah, I mean, would anyone in this call not do a sponsored stream of Raid Shadow Legends for 8 grand?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Anyone that says they wouldn't are fucking lying.
or they're already so rich. The
Or
money
they're
doesn't
already-
actually- yeah, like,
Yeah, but like
Although
anyone
responsible
in this
rich.
like group that would say, no, I wouldn't, is fucking lying.
I wouldn't, not for 8k. I'd do it for like 2.
Yeah, it's fair. Shit, they can give me a couple hundred and I'll do it. It's like I don't give a fuck.
so I'll do it for $100 and a
For
nice
8k,
dinner.
I'll get a QR code tattooed on my body that links to their fucking app store page.
So fucking like Zane, to be honest.
Oh,
From the ankles,
fuck.
like,
Nah, fucking
Can
on
we-
the back
can
of
we-
the thigh.
can we get Rachel, please sponsor us now? So get Gypsy the QR code.
Honestly,
Yes.
with that money, I'd be like, yeah, I'll get the QR code, and then I'll just get another tattoo next to it. That's what I'll spend my money on.
Yeah, like one of the Raid Shadow Legends like characters just tattooed right next to it. Bro.
Holding the QR code.
Oh fuck, Duke. Any weird dreams this week? Anything?
I did have one, but I don't remember it. Like, I remember distinctly waking up and being like, that was fucking weird. But
I don't.
the dream itself.
I don't
is fine.
have a weird dream. But I just have a weird story. So
Yes.
I was stood in my bathroom for like 10 minutes this morning, being like, this is not real. So you know, in most bathrooms you have like the light switch. Next to the light switch, there's like a fan that you turn on when you have like a hot shower, so that
Yeah.
like steam doesn't ruin the walls and stuff. Mine hasn't worked since we moved into the house, and I keep meaning to call an electrician and get them to like rewire it or fix it or whatever. For the most part, I just have to shower with my bathroom door slightly open anyway, because the cat's litter box is in my bathroom and I can never lock her out. So but for like 2 years, this has never worked. And I've tried it. I like hit the switch by accident all the time. Never works. This morning, go to take a shower, turn on the light, and all of a sudden I hear a noise. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? I go looking around my house for like 10 minutes, realize it's my bathroom fan. And I was looking at it, and I called James. I'm like, James, what the fuck? What happened? Why is it working? Why is this? It was the weirdest thing. So something that has been broken for 2 years and untouched now just magically works.
That's
I
interesting.
don't know what happened.
That sounds like a dodgy wiring connection. Be careful before
Yeah.
your house burns down.
Yeah.
True.
Sounds like a.
I realized I got told something today. I spent the night at a friend's place, and I haven't really had a sleepover in a while, you know. And apparently
A
I
sleepover.
I mean, yeah, but like have people sleeping in the room with me, and apparently I talk in my sleep because I was like,
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
Yeah?
I've experienced that.
really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
you definitely do.
That's crazy.
Both the people who've been like, yeah, you talking to
Yeah.
and you're like, oh.
I never knew, and now I want someone to record me like talking in my sleep because I want to see what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you.
Is
I
it
don't remember if you
indoctrinated?
made any words, but you definitely made some like. Like it noise enough for me to be like, what the fuck?
Why
Fine,
did
he's
you
just
never tell
possessed.
me? Because I didn't know. Like this
I
is.
feel like I did. I feel like I had.
No, I feel no. This was news
But
to
were
me.
you
bro.
talking to
I
him when
feel
he
like
was
he
asleep?
has, because I feel like we've heard Duke, like, I feel like it's come up in this specific group before.
Really?
Like, talking, because I feel like I've heard the
I
story
don't think we
already.
talked about that.
And I don't know why I would know this about you, because I've never, like, stayed overnight anywhere where you've been. So how did I
At
know
least
that?
not while you were away.
Ooh, watch out.
True.
Watch out. Yeah, no,
Yikes.
like I don't know. I guess I just forgot. I guess so. Yeah, he was like, "What the fuck are we talking about?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" Huh? So now I want someone like next time someone spends the night at my place, I want them to like record whenever I
Recording.
sleep talk.
Netherlands, that Dutch geek sleeping stream? Or what? Even
We all think that it's actually just garbage, but in reality, he's just repeating names of NPCs we haven't met yet.
You can download apps that will record sound as soon as the mic
really?
registers it. So
Oh,
it
I
will
gotta do
only
that.
record
I
when
gotta
you-
do that.
Yeah, but they're also the sort of apps that send all of your data to someone somewhere that now knows what you dream of, and therefore, like, you know, you're getting targeted ads for things that you didn't even remember. Googling.
Yeah.
Spilling everybody's like deepest darkest secrets
Wait,
while
let's
I'm
open up. Hey,
asleep.
guys, I really like pet food. Like, my dog food.
Yeah,
dog
yeah.
food.
That's really like a fucking 1984 like dystopia shit. But it's kind of real, right? Like
Everyone
I
just
swear to
thinking-
God, I was looking at Twitter and I was talking with someone in Discord, and I said something about WWE, and before my eyes, my like recommended trends changed to be about Brock Lesnar. Like before my fucking eyes.
disturbing.
Like
is
I
scary.
said something about wrestling, and boom, like a Brock Lesnar trend was in my trending for you or some shit.
That's pretty. Yeah, I
Better
mean,
unplug your microphone when you're not using
you
it.
know what's also trending for you a lot? A lot of furry
Right,
stuff. A
don't
lot of
say
furry
furry
stuff.
shit.
A lot of furry stuff, Duke. Like I hate to break it to you, bud, but it's the truth. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
but that's
if,
trending in the UK. That wasn't trending for me.
Is Duke a mosaic for anyone else?
No.
A little
I,
bit.
little bit.
I have the same thing for a couple people, but I don't know. Maybe
It's
it's mine
Discord,
today.
yeah.
I think it's just Discord, yeah.
Yeah.
Discord is a piece of shit.
I mean, I can try switch regions real quick, see if that fixes it.
On
But
the upside, Belle hasn't started lagging yet.
yeah, did you troubleshoot her earlier? Because she mentioned that you were going to troubleshoot with her about her camera. Have you done that?
Yeah, we've done some stuff.
We have no idea why it happens.
Nice.
No, I think it's CPU usage because, it doesn't seem to be a problem when you're not in a call with a bunch of other voice things.
Weird.
So, because it's not your internet connection, obviously, because otherwise you would have problems in this call with audio.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that it's a CPU thing. So if it starts going again, then just open your task manager, check CPU usage.
Weird. All right. Well, shit. If that's everything, and we have nothing else to discuss. Let's play some fucking.
Roll some fucking dice.
Do it.
All right.
Yeah. So last week.
3.
Well, okay, you can just go home. Just leave right now. So last week, you guys were still in the Feywild. You traveled through a quaint little treetop town called Shillanir, or in the common tongue known as Treetop City, place where Naronk's, Naronk was born, a place that he lost at a very young age and has never been to since. Met Naronk's parents, learned that his mother is ill with no real way of recovering, and she only has a little bit of time left. Had
no intent to recover either, apparently.
no intent to recover either. She's quite okay with the prospect of dying within the next couple of years. Again, had a little solo adventure going to the College of the Bard College of Glamour in the town. Met some teachers. Did a little storytelling in front of a small crowd of students. Trim had a little talk with Bob, the god of rabbits, in the temple or the chapel dedicated to Melora, the Wild Mother. Y'all also went to the pub, had a few drinks, and met this peculiar beekeeper. That was really strange and interesting. Nicole passed out, and because of that, decided to just throw away his drugs forever. It was an interesting fucking session, I'll be honest.
I'm still kind of mad for that fucking beekeeper.
It was an interesting fucking session.
Is his name Michael with a B?
And then you all went to sleep in the pub, and that's where you all awake.
Yo.
What?
Can I real talk semi-retcon a thing of, I would say that I asked for some water in a cup to put the seed that I got in there
Sure.
for the night
Sure.
before going to bed.
Oh,
Sure.
no.
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
All right. So you all wake up, feeling well rested, feeling pretty good. It's been it's as far as I can remember, it's been a while since you've slept in like a proper bed. You've spent some nights camping on a basilisk infested plains are filled with rocks. But Nicole, you wake up and you see in this little glass of water there's now this beautiful flower that you bought that should last a while without water, that you can carry around or put in your
I'm gonna
neck or whatever.
interweave it into my necklace.
Okay.
My multiple necklaces. I'm just gonna try.
Yeah, and it's the same like flower you've seen all around the town. There's like pink hyacinth type deal.
Yeah.
What do you guys wish to do?
Go downstairs and have some breakfast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Okay.
Where did I put my fucking pencil?
What is going on here?
So you all arrive back in the main area of the pub, pretty much all at the same time, and you can see that the pub is completely empty. The only person in there is the girl behind the bar, who's also looks like she's just woken up, sleep still in her eyes, her hair all like frizzied and not really. It's looking like she hasn't really had the time to like brush her hair yet. It's all looking very rough, and she's also not used to having guests that actually sleep over, spend the night. So, but she's there, kind of rubbing the sleep from her eyes, cleaning the smudges of some cups that she forgot to clean the night before. No breakfast anywhere as far as you can see.
Go up to her and ask if they serve breakfast. Because not every place does. They might just not.
Yeah, I forgot that you spend the night here. I'll be honest. We don't really get guests that often. We do have some breakfast foods, some eggs, maybe some fruits, and some breads with different spreads. Is that all right?
Sounds perfect.
Breads and spreads. Sounds wonderful.
All right. Well, just sit down somewhere, and I'll be at your table with it all in roughly 10 minutes.
And I'll go find a table and then probably just sit in a chair and then just levitate myself a bit with my ring, so I'm like an appropriate table height as opposed to like table here.
Nice.
And I put Bob's just on the table, sitting there, and I'm just petting him, waiting
Looking
for
hella cute and bunny-like. All right. So a few minutes go by. If you don't really have anything to discuss or talk about just yet.
Nope.
10 minutes go by, and the barkeep comes out with a platter of different types of bread. One real like rustic looking bread with a bunch of seeds on it. One bread that seems more sourdoughy. With a knife next to it for you guys to just kind of cut slices off yourselves. A large bowl filled with scrambled eggs, and 3 jars of different spreads. 1 jar labeled strawberry, 1 jar labeled blueberry, and 1 jar labeled raspberry. Just 3 like fruit spreads.
Like jam?
Yeah, like jam, jelly,
Fuck yeah, dude.
sort of stuff.
Load myself up with some.
It's jam.
Jam and
Let's
bread.
clarify this.
Jam.
Not here to.
Do the eggs taste any different than normal eggs?
No, tastes like eggs.
Okay. Just because it's not just chicken, it's fey chicken, isn't it?
You don't know this.
You're right. It could be fucking
Could be normal
ostrich
chicken.
eggs.
Could be normal
It's
chicken.
goose.
It's goose.
It's goose eggs. It's a rooster
You
egg.
egg prejudice motherfucker.
Look,
Egg
okay,
racist.
you had a man sell me fey chicken,
Yeah.
so I'm interested now.
Yeah, the
Aberrant
purple, mate.
Side quest of just fucking.
You're always
finding
free to
Beowulf
ask.
food.
Find some fey
So, yeah, so
cheese, like a
she
fey
drops.
chicken and
She also puts a large pitcher of orange juice on the table and a large pitcher of milk with enough cups for everybody. So you guys can all start chowing down on some food. Just a standard Nicole.
Everyone's just sitting here eating in silence, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
What's gonna be the cost for this breakfast? I know it's all a matter of trading here, and
Well,
Oh yeah, fuck.
assuming you don't want to do the dishes.
You can have this, and I take out because remember when I originally came back on the primary, I had like that little like portable travel like rabbit hutch for Bob, but now he mostly just walks around like on my shoulder or like next to me. So,
Yeah.
like I don't really need this anymore, and it's just extras to carry. Plus, it doesn't seem suited to his station to put a rabbit who was a god in a cage. That doesn't seem very nice. So
What's this?
you can have this.
Hold on. What's this? What's this rabbit god speak? What?
Oh, he was a god yesterday. Like a god talked to me through Bob.
just yesterday though. So now he's not a
Yeah.
god anymore.
Well, I don't know. He was still very close to one at some point, closer than any of us. Some of us have ever been.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of use for like a little.
we can
animal
take care of the
cage, but-
dishes if that's.
I mean, if your
Service
friend
nice.
has some
I mean, I'll
more
kind-
gems, I might be.
I mean, I kind of look at the group like, didn't Naronk's parents say they're gonna cover the cost of us staying here?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Now who remembers their names?
Not me.
Still.
I hope Naronk remembers the name of his parents.
See, I haven't even written
Yeah.
it down, but I don't remember.
But does
parents'
Soko?
name or not.
Yeah.
I didn't write it down.
I didn't write
I'm
it
just
down
curious
because
who
I
else
didn't know
did.
how to spell
I
it.
have a name written down, but I don't think it's the name of Soko's dad.
What do you have written down?
I mean, it's Orem is what I've got written down.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking genius.
That is the wrong stand name.
Yeah.
Aaron
Right.
Carl.
So you tell her that they're gonna
Yeah.
cut the
Or,
cost.
Yeah. Orem said he was going to cover the cost for us. We did say.
Oh right.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well then, I suppose that's that then. Enjoy breakfast, and if you're off to wherever you're from, then safe travels and farewell, and maybe see you around. I don't know. I don't really know what your plans are. Don't really care either. So enjoy.
Wow.
Nice.
Service with
All right,
a
so I'm
smile, eh?
sure Narunk, you'd want to pay your parents a visit today. Before we go, of course, and I might go back to the college to see if there's anything much more I could learn. It would be, it'd be a shame not to take the opportunity since we're planning on leaving the Feywild so soon. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before we go?
No.
No.
Not
Happy to go home.
particularly.
Okay, well, in that case, I suppose if anyone would like to come to the college, they're more than welcome, of course.
I'll go.
And Narunk will say his goodbyes.
Sounds good to me.
There's no telling the time in this place, so I'm sure there's no rush. But I also don't know where we will go. Where do we leave? Where do we end up when we do leave? And
I mean, we
That's
said
up
we-
to
No idea.
Elsinil.
I mean,
no.
Elsa's-
But I mean from here. We
Oh.
we need to get out of the city just to get to Elsinil. Elsinil, of course, can take us back to the flatlands.
I
or
mean,
whatever it was, but
there's a one way down.
No.
We got a flying carpet,
That's true, actually.
he's
I
not
could tell
wrong.
them
Forgetting
all
about
of
that
us.
damn carpet.
and I could just you guys go fit in it, and I'll just fly down and teleport last second.
But there's also
I'm not.
we don't know where we are. We
arcane
could be
physics.
hundreds of miles from Elsinore. With the compass or not, we could end up.
As you
know.
start discussing this,
Oh no, she's here.
behind you, you hear this like puff of wind, and you feel two hands on your shoulders again. Well, I think I can help with that.
Oh.
Oh,
I had a little peek yesterday while you were doing your thing around here, and I think I may have a solution for two of your I wouldn't say predicaments, but two things that may make your life a little easier. One, in case of you ever wanting to return here, Narunk, I with the powers of this snazzy new mantle that I got thanks to you all, I was able to craft this. She, out of her sleeve, whips a tree branch, hands it to you, Narunk. What you do with this tree branch is, you hold it, you whisper Chillinir, and you'll be able to open a portal directly into the city no matter where the forest has gone off to. Makes it a little easier, I figured you help me, I help you a little bit in this way. If you ever wanted to go back visit your parents, no need for tricky puzzles and all that.
Thank you.
She hands it over.
Means a lot.
And as for your, where will you end up when you leave? Just say the word, and I've already managed to, get adjusted to this mantle, and I think I'll be able to put you back, not just in the flatlands, but pretty much wherever you want.
interesting. That's good
Huh.
to know. Does anyone remember when Aberan here was up to his chicanery, where he sent the airship
I believe he sent it back to.
Back to Calzir, as far as I
back
Yeah.
to
know.
Calzir?
You could just ask me,
I asked the whole table. You are also here.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
That he asked the whole table that Brand's.
You asked the whole group what.
All right. Well, you guys keep bickering, and I'll be on my way. Just say my name, Narank, whenever you want to leave, and I'll make sure to keep an eye out, keep an ear out, and all that. Have a good one.
Click our heels together or
And
anything like that.
she just zoops out, pretty much.
Any place like home?
Can't zoop out while I'm trying to sass her. That's
Oh, she can.
That's the biggest sass, is to zoop out before you sass her.
well. And as I polish off a cup of water and a slice of bread with strawberry jam, I'll stand up from the table, sling my haversack over my shoulder, and get ready to make for the college, I suppose.
And I'll just go and get up to follow you because I'm going to go to the college too.
I'm gonna follow those two as well.
I'll head to my parents' house. All right.
I'm a walk with Narank.
I'm gonna go with Gen.
All right. So we got
Okie dokie.
Bran, Trim, and Gen going to the college, and the rest is going with the Ronk.
And
Oh,
And
Nicole is also
Yeah.
going to the college. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you leave the tavern. You head your separate ways for a little bit. You guys head towards the college. When you get there, for you again, it's a familiar sight. Trim, Bran, you've also briefly had a little glimpse of the terrain. Nicole, for you, this is an entirely new place. There's a large statue decorated with a bunch of different colors of paint of a tall elven man. There's 4 buildings surrounding the terrain. You see students kind of going to and from the buildings. And again, you spot at the statue of Malil, the drow elf teacher that you spoke with before, Laura.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I'll just make a beeline for the statue, I suppose, with my dear companions in tow.
Okay.
There's still like paints and stuff around the statue.
Yeah,
right?
there's just like the same like set of paints that were there last time.
This statue is of course Milil. May be praised. There's several paints around. If you guys would like to make your own contributions to this statue, I'm sure you'd be more than welcome. It's seems to be a time-honored tradition in this college.
Of course, normally this is done by students that graduate, but you being travelers from far away, I would be honored. We would all be honored if you would care to, decorate Malil with a little splash of paint of your own. As the drow elf now turned his attention to you as you all approached.
Well, Laura, you might have met some of my companions yesterday, but if
Yes,
not, these are of course
I have
the
met
heroes of Hextall.
I have met these two. Points at Trim and Abran. This blue man is new to me though. Good morning. My name is Laura. Nice to meet you. Were you okay? I have to ask. Were you there when your friends fought dragons? Is that a true story? Because I don't mean to
got
doubt,
the finishing
but
goal on some of these mystical beasts that we've.
that is absolutely astonishing. I'm writing a book, and I would love to write a little bit about our...
Nicole Sparkbolt's the name. Make
Nicole
sure, don't
Sparkbolt, and he immediately whips out a
know.
piece of parchment and some charcoal and writes that down and puts it back in his pocket. That's amazing. I will make sure to mention you in my book, Mr. Sparkbolt.
Sounds.
Is there anything I could do for you? What do we owe the honor of you visiting yet again?
I suppose just curiosity, really. I was wondering if maybe you had any tomes or volumes that I might be able to take with me on my travels. Nothing too valuable, of course, but I'm very curious about the college.
Well,
I'd love to learn more.
We have some books that we teach in the history in class that I teach about the origin of this college and all the other bard colleges. If that would be something, I'm sure you've heard most of it when you got educated at the College of Lore, but
Possibly. I don't know how closely to the treetop city this institution is tied, but is this going to be one of those exchanges where we don't use money? Because I'm sure you must have a use for money somehow if I were to want to purchase anything.
no need to purchase, my friend. For our visitors, I'll gladly. We have a bunch of copies of these tomes that we give out to our students every year. Tomes go missing. We have a backlog of them. I'd gladly provide you with one for free.
Oh, that would be much appreciated.
Anything else? I also have several tomes about Milil, of course, and some of his tales that were, some bards that decided to write books dedicated to several tales. Maybe, add a little bit of their own taste of fiction in it, but the message is the same, really. It's if you were
I'll
interested.
pull out the book that I already have, and I'll say, well, if you have anything aside from this book, of course, which I'm reading at the moment, I would love to expand my collection.
Okay, well, that is a very good book. We also use this here in our courses. We also have a book. That we also have. That building over there is the Hall of Lyra, one of Milil's closest companions and friends, really. We have a book that tells tales of them together. Them doing certain acts of really starting up this whole. I wouldn't say starting up the whole. I don't want to call this a religion, right? Like, we are musicians, we are artists, but them basically working together on setting the standard for what most of the bard colleges nowadays believe in. If that would be something you're interested in.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
All right, well, just give me a few minutes. I'll quickly go inside and get that tome, and I'll get you the other tome about the origin of the colleges as well, and I'll be right back.
As he leaves, I will well, I'll search around on the statue for the painting that I added when I was last here, and I'll point it out to the party and be like, oh, I put this here yesterday. They seemed awfully pleased about it, I'll be honest. Because what was it? It was like there was some purple that was coming off, and I kind of replaced it with the same color, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they would mind if I was to add a little touch of my own. All I did here really was fix up someone else's, and I'll look for a red, I suppose.
There's a red. There's a red,
Yeah.
a purple, a green, and a yellow, if I remember correctly.
Okay. I'll take the red, and I will have a little look around for either a relatively undisturbed or again like a spot that's kind of been is flaking off and old, and I'll add my own little
roll
touch.
roll an investigation check.
Oh god, awful. I think 7.
7. You don't spot any like completely empty spots, but there are some places where, similar to where you also replaced the paint, some of the paint is very old and starts flaking off around his legs, pretty much, where you probably would be able to fit a new piece of art in if you wanted.
And in the red paint, I will doodle like the scorpion sting of a manticore tail in just like a. He's not the best artiste, but a little doodle of a scorpion sting on the wherever.
Roll. I'm kind of torn because I could say performance because drawing is an art form, but I'm also tempted to say sleight of hand because you're really trying to
sleight of hand. I'd say
do something specific. Yeah, so I'm gonna say roll sleight of hand check.
9, and that die goes to jail.
You finish
4s in a row.
You finish drawing what you wanted to draw, and it's not the best piece of art on the statue, but it's the thought that counts.
Anyone else like to make an addition?
I don't have anything to write with.
Well, there's paintbrushes and paint like all over the statue, basically.
Oh.
Like there's like a bunch of like jars or whatever around the statue.
Okay. I'll pick up like a brush and I go like I start kind of a few times and I keep like hesitating and drawing back and I don't know. And eventually I will settle for just writing my name, like just trim, not my full name, and then underneath it writing Freddy's name in Druidic.
Oh. Okay. Easily done.
And Nicole, you seem hesitant.
I mean, we did a little art competition not so long ago, and art's not my
I didn't do art. I literally just wrote something.
So I will attempt to draw like a little. Does Chromatus have a symbol?
He does.
Don't do it.
Roll a history check.
That should be good enough. Maybe. 14.
Okay. Give me a second.
He now has to go check it because you remembered.
Yeah, because I have.
Alright.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
dare you roll?
I have to
I
check
know,
it now.
right? Fuck it. If I rolled that one, I've been like, look.
You know that Bahamut's
Yeah.
go-to like icon is this blue shield
Yeah.
with a platinum edge with just the dragon head on it. Chromatus is similar. It is the same dragon head, but instead of on like a kite shield, it's just on like a wooden, like, what do you call that?
Yeah.
Like one of those rectangular shields, like made out of wood, and then just the
Tower shield.
tower
Yeah,
shield. That's the one.
Yeah.
Like what Bran used to have.
Yeah. I will draw. I'll attempt to like.
Roll a sleight of hand
draw that,
check.
like,
He's smoked down for putting a different god symbol on the lil.
Mm-hmm.
it's a natural one.
So it won't look anything like.
You
Oh,
finish.
attempt to use luck by one because it's
Oh.
funny.
The Jackson Pollock.
It's up to you, man. Want to use luck? Want to use luck or no? Like, it's up to you.
Nah, fuck that.
Okay.
This is funnier. This is funnier.
All right. You finish your drawing, and it is very obvious that this is not a really great drawing. It looks like, like it's just a rectangle with like this stick figure smiley face with like little pointy bits on
Does it just
on
look
top.
like a child with crayon? That type of,
Absolutely, absolutely, yes.
perfect. Perfection. I'll
You've
look
gone
back.
outside
and
the
I'll-
lines and
Yeah, go on. Yeah, I'll just look back. Pride on my face. Like I've done
I'll,
a good thing here. And then,
Slap a hand on his shoulder with a smile and
but
quickly move on.
but I just look at it again, and I look at all the other art, and I'm just like, I've ruined this thing here. Cool. I just turn.
As you get done with putting your own additions to the statue, as you get finished, Laura comes back and hands 2 tomes to you again. One is called The Complete History of the Bard Colleges. And the other one is simply called Melil and Lira. Right, well, hope you enjoy reading through these tomes, and I suppose this might be the last time we meet, at least for a while, so if you are leaving today, then I wish you all a
think it will be a long
very
while.
safe travels, and perhaps our paths shall cross another day. Hopefully.
And I'll make sure to stop by Peter in Calzeel.
Yes,
and,
you should, and let them know, because once my book is finished and I'll try to get it published outside the Feywild, I'll make sure he hands you a copy for free.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let him know, and I'll send him your well wishes and all that, of course.
Absolutely, I appreciate it, and
I'll reach out to shake his hand and place my hand on his and give him a real firm handshake and say it was a pleasure being here and a pleasure meeting you, Laura, and of course send my love to everyone else in the college, and
I will.
hopefully we'll be back sooner rather than later. But
it
no
was an
promises.
honor meeting you, and all of you, and any of your other group mates that may not be here. Tell them that if they ever wanted to tell a tale or perform at any of the colleges, that should be no problem. As one of the beauties of Melil's teachings is creating original work, and with you being adventurers and all, that is just an infinite source of material for ballads and poems and songs and stories and performances, and I greatly appreciate all that you do.
Yes, well, thank you very much again, and look after yourself. Take care, won't you?
Take care.
And we'll get the fuck out of there.
Get the
Okay.
To Naronx. Parent's house.
Naronk's parents.
Never thought I'd kill myself.
All right. So while that's all happening, Naronk, you and Octanus make your way from the pub to your parents' house, which is not a far walk. It's a couple houses over. The door where there normally isn't a door, there is a little curtain, kind of shut, to give some modicum of privacy.
All right, I'll just knock on the door frame and walk in, I guess.
I'm just gonna wait outside.
Okay. As you walk in, you see your father standing in the kitchen preparing what looks like some form of porridge or something similar. Your mom doesn't seem to be in the living area. As he kind of turns around, as he hears you enter, he approaches you, gives you a big hug. Glad we could see each other one more time before you decided to leave. Your mother is upstairs. She's just woken up. She's making us some food right now. I'm sure she would want to talk to you as well. You want to join me upstairs?
Yeah, I'll follow you up.
All right. And he briefly, pours a portion of porridge in a little bowl and takes a spoon out of a drawer and goes upstairs. When you go upstairs, you see your mother still lying in bed, kind of under her sheets, still looking very pale, face still very she's looking as bad as she did yesterday. She's looking very sick. She kind of adjusts herself as she sees you enter and kind of motions for you to come close and embrace her.
I'll go over and give her a hug.
Glad this all happened. Sorry I couldn't be more. I'm sorry I couldn't show my happiness a little more. It's the old bone doesn't really allow it anymore, unfortunately, but it means a lot to me. You visiting, us reuniting. It's something I never thought possible, and it seems like a gift from Wildmother herself, honestly.
That does seem like it. I actually just got a gift today. I'll be able to come back here pretty much anytime I want.
As you say that, you see her eyes kind of start to light up a little bit. That's fantastic. I'm sure you're very busy with all of your adventuring, but be able to stop by every once in a while, we'd definitely like that, and we can reconnect some more. Just because a day hasn't really been enough. I have so much left to ask you and to talk to you about, and the tears start welling up in her eyes, and
Yeah, it definitely hasn't seemed like long enough at all. That's for sure.
Now that you're able to come back anytime, we'll have plenty of time for that, I'm sure.
Absolutely. I'm not sure the next time I will be back, since time's a little finicky between the planes.
So we've been told, yes.
But I'll be back as soon as I can.
We'd like that. And before you go, we've been looking through some old belongings, and we found this. And your dad now approaches and takes a little piece of parchment out of his pocket and folds it open, and it is a portrait, or what used to be a portrait, that they got made once when you were very little, of a very young, pretty much baby Naronk being held by his parents, and they give it to you as a little keepsake.
This means the absolute world to me that you'd give this to me.
That was all we had left of you for a while, and now you're here, so we don't need it anymore.
Alright, well, it'll be nice to have a little bit of home with me even when I'm not home.
Absolutely. We'll think about you every day, and hopefully we'll be able to reconnect some more whenever you're back next time.
Absolutely. Hopefully the next day will be a little bit longer than this one.
Like that. But I understand you have, things to do, adventures to go on, a world to save. Become a good man. Very selfless of you, doing things you're doing. We're proud of you.
Just gotta get one last big hug, I guess.
They, like your parents both go in for a hug. It's like a little three-way hug right now. Right, well, your mom should rest for a little longer. She's having her breakfast. I'll walk you out.
All right.
And your mother starts eating her little bowl of porridge, and as you guys leave the bedroom area.
Alright, well, I guess this is it.
Guess so. Well, this time it's not a farewell. It's merely a see you next time, right?
Absolutely.
And I gotta say, these past couple of days have been the happiest I've seen your mother in over 100 years. This is good. Proud of you, son.
Thanks, Dad. I'll hug him one last time and then head out.
Alright. He hugs you back and walks you to the door and waves as you leave.
Alright, Thomas. Shall we go find the others then?
I guess. I'm not looking forward to going to the Bard's College though. Like,
I mean, we don't have to, like, go in there, because they're probably all a bunch of pretentious pricks. So,
that's what I assume.
I mean, we could go start pre-gaming before we head back to the Flatlands.
That's a great idea. We should do that instead.
Let's go back to the bar then.
Yeah.
How long could it possibly take us to get to Narong's parents' house?
Not too long. Like, you were there at the college for roughly like 15, 20 minutes, and this conversation took like 10, so there's still like 10 minutes. Like, they'll go to the bar, have like one drink essentially, and that's when you decide to go to Narong's parents' place.
Great.
Which you
So
do.
It's gonna be us and Narong's parents.
Which you do. You reach Narong's parents' place. The curtain shut.
There's a curtains. It's like
Yeah, no, but there's like, knocking on the tree,
no,
right?
There's a door, right? There's a door frame.
There's like a
of course,
frame. Like there's like this archway kind of thing. Yeah.
Knocking on a
Curtain swings open, and you now also see Narong's father, looking like he's been crying a little bit. You can see his eyes are red, and he's kind of like as he opens, kind of like rubbing his eyes. Morning.
Is this a bad time? Or is Narong here?
I
Did he come out to play?
we just said our goodbyes. I think I saw them walk into the direction of the pub. Good that I see you all. I want to thank you for being there for my son when we weren't able to. Being, with him on this journey, and what he's told me is true about him sacrificing part of his soul to save the city. Then I'm glad you were all there to have us back.
I just awkwardly look at the floor because I was not there for any of
Oh,
it.
Me neither, but I'll just.
he saved our lives and countless others. So it's the least we could do.
And he told me that he has a way of coming back here now whenever he wants. So if you ever have some downtime, and you're all welcome in our home at all times. And whenever you're here, we'll make sure that everything you need in town is being paid for by us. As a thank you for everything you've done for my son.
If you have any customs to somehow offer thanks to the Archfey within the Feywild, Elsanil is largely to thank for making Narong whole again. So
All right.
I'm not familiar with the customs here, but If that name means anything to you, then
I've heard of her father. He was a great archfey, and I'm sure Alcinil is eager to step in his his tracks and do the same thing. Archfey are interesting creatures. Supposed to be the best of us. All fey creature, elves, no, doesn't matter what type of elf, is in some form a descendant of Archfey. I guess I'm sure they drink wine, right?
I would say that's almost a certainty if I know anything of Elsinil.
Wine it is then. Thank you again, and safe travels, and good luck on your future missions and ventures.
Of course, and thank you for the hospitality, and I'm sure I speak for all of us when I say we wish the best for you and your wife, of course, and hopefully it won't be too long before perhaps we're all back to dirty your doorstep once more, as they say, or but no, hopefully Noronk won't be a stranger, and I'm sure we'll be coming with him anyway because the college here is amazing. So, well, we won't be strangers, I'm sure. And with one last shake of the hand, I suppose we'll make our way to pub.
All right.
Yeah, I'll
To
make
pub.
make way to pub.
The pub. Right,
Wait,
so
this will
you
blow over.
walk into the pub. Octanus and Ronk, you're sitting at a table in there. I'm assuming. Yeah. Group of United. What are you guys doing?
Figuring out how to leave the city.
Getting some mead, free mead,
No, get that mead.
and I will sing it just like that. I would like a mead.
All right.
Me too, but like off tune, off beat, off just everything like.
She pours
Yeah,
all.
just like,
She
"I
pours.
would like a mead."
She pours you some mead, and as you all gather around a table.
Oh, so
Whoa.
back to Calzir then, when we've finished our drinks.
Hold on. I forget if I can just whip unseen server now, or if I think I can.
Pretty sure you can.
No.
Whip it out.
I think I can choose a ritual.
It's,
it
it's a
only takes an action if I
you
don't
can do
ritual
it.
cast
You can do it as a ritual to save a spell slot, but if you just use a spell slot, it's just an instant, like 6 second
Yeah, okay.
cast.
Yeah, I'll use a spell slot to cast Unseen Servant.
All right.
And instruct him to start helping clean dishes and stuff for as long as we're in the pub.
So as soon as you do that, you start to see tables being emptied and just floating plates and cups float towards the bar. Whereas the barkeep sees this, lets out a loud, "Ah! What's this? What's going on?"
That's his name's Warrers. He's an asshole, but he'll clean the dishes for you. It's just some magic. I'm as long as that's all fine. It's just I thought it's the least we could do.
Right, well, what is?
Yes.
Right, well, be a little bit of a heads up next time, alright? It's nearly shat myself.
Right, you are. It's it's just a bit of trickery, what have you. The look on your face is priceless, though.
Yeah, I bet. And
And I
Our
will go back
dishes.
to sipping my mead. So, this is it for the Feywild. What did we learn? Don't look in rivers? That man with the camel was something, though. Now, do we know if what were they called? The Union of the Camel or whatever?
the Guild of the
Are they
Traveling
just in
Camel.
the Feywild?
He
Yeah.
mentioned there were people.
said
He
there's
mentioned
no
there were members of of this group in other realms as well.
That'll be a good time.
Will it?
You seem
And,
really interested in them, Matthias. You weren't perhaps going to try and impersonate one, were you?
At some point, I can almost guarantee that will happen.
All right.
If we
Well,
find ourselves
if we're
in
doing that,
Sagalia,
I'm in.
How exactly are you in?
Well, I mean, I'm acrobatic.
Right.
I could like put on a little show, you know.
They're traders.
Yeah, but you know, you entertain them a little bit, give them a few tricks. They might be more willing to buy something, right?
Right. Yeah, but if that, yeah, okay. You know what? Sure.
Right.
I believe we're headed back to Kalzir, correct?
Yes.
There we are.
And we don't really have a plan from then on.
I mean, we've got a couple of leads and
Talk to the Empress, maybe see what needs
well, I
doing.
mean, we've got Matrim to talk to see what if he's investigated yet.
I mean, we still have to give that shit to
Prospect.
the what do you
got-
call them?
Check out the local bounty board and kill some giant rats or something.
Well, I mean, you've got that guy to
Giant
see down
rats?
for the college. You said something about it, I know.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, we
that's
still gotta
true,
give
yes.
that the papers to
Yeah, we've got.
Brand's friend.
Papers for Bransford. We didn't get paid.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You mean Joffrey? Then yeah, we need to
Let's
travel
go to
back to the
fucking
ladder.
Flatlands then.
Bugger,
so we may have
bugger.
to go back there first, and
Bugger.
then
How do we let our good crew of the Maelstrom know that we're back in the Flatlands? Or still
Well, I mean,
in the Flatlands? I
Brand
should say.
sent them back to Kalzir. I mean, maybe we could find a pocket portal somewhere or something.
I mean, or we could just send a letter to the guy and he sends it through the mail to us. So I have to go back there.
Or we
telegram.
travel to Kalzir.
Well, I mean,
access
they're
to
6 days
portals.
headed back there right now. And
Well,
our
If we
Because
travel
they
to
give-
Kalzir, and we can
Well,
get something like a
I'm sure
pocket
we could
portal there.
find a mage who could
Well, why
send
don't
us
we
to
just-
Kalzir.
Well, no, we can.
we need to go to the
Ladder fall
Flatlands.
and
I'm
you
not.
roll.
I'm not missing out on a payday.
Well, no, we just send them a message to the Flatlands to say, hey, here's the stuff. We send them their stuff.
Oh,
We just send the money over. Like, we don't have to fucking go anywhere. It's just done. Instead of
I
traveling around
misunderstood
the
that.
place.
I thought you meant send a letter to our crew.
to the airship. Yeah.
No,
I was-
no,
I-
send
I-
a letter to
back
them,
around 'cause
send
Brand's
us-
an idiot.
They send us stuff there, then they send us the payment. Then we have to fucking spend our own money dicking about trying to get around. And waste our own time.
But
Not
we
the
do have to
worst
wait
idea
for a
I've
long
ever heard.
time, you know.
Well, that's fine. Just we'll get a nice payday randomly. We come back and be like, oh, bit of extra coin.
I mean, is there
Or
anything else
could
we need to
it.
do in the Flatlands while we're there?
Fucking no.
No, I don't think he's
I'm
wrong.
aware that
It was a
Fran's
bit
got some
shit.
unfinished business.
It was a bit shit.
Yeah, it was a little too flat.
Too much
all
land.
offense meant to Aberon.
Not enough people. And the beer tasted like,
Piss.
Well. yeah. Well, I didn't want to be too harsh.
Yeah, well, it's more entertaining when you can get drunk.
No, boo-hoo.
Okay,
I
so
can't get drunk, but at least I'm still alive after I die. In perspective, dude.
what about
I-
sending or whatever
Alcoholic,
magical
I feel like that's a bit inappropriate.
telepathy magic that we might
Well, I
have
didn't
to
lie,
get in
fuck you.
touch?
I can't cast sending anymore. One of
Okay.
the-
Then it seems
changes.
that by letter would be the best way to get. Well, okay. I feel like it wouldn't be much appreciated if we were to send sensitive military documents through the post.
I mean, that's true.
Or alternatively, we could ask Elsinore if she has any way of taking us to the Flatlands then. Kalzir?
I think
hear
we should
that?
just go to the Flatlands.
You
we can
whimsical
get
whore.
Buy a pocket portal and then head back.
You whimsical core.
I mean, like we have
As
like
you say
6
that,
days or
you
so to go.
just feel a gust of wind behind you. What's your AC again?
Oh,
Is she gonna
14.
slap his ass?
14, 16 to hit. As you just feel this whack on the back of your head as Elsinore appears. No need to be rude now, is there?
you cut me off before I could finish.
Oh, did I? What were you gonna say then?
Horribly magnificent being, you.
Roll a deception check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Ripley.
Oh my god.
18.
Right. Anyway, so where are we going? Where do you want to go? What's happening?
Where did I put my good
Well,
die? Oh.
We have some business to attend in Ladderfall, but we need to be back in Kalzir. Do you know?
So what you're asking me is, can I bring you back to Ladderfall and then bring you back to Kalzir? Just with a lot of words going around it, but that's your point, right?
Yes.
If you're not busy,
Yes.
if you're available, if you would be
Well, us
kind.
archfays are incredibly busy and all the time, really. But I suppose I can make an exception. So,
Doesn't sound.
That'd
Flatlands?
be much appreciated.
Right, if you would all just... you ready to go? Are we good? Anyone need anything done?
I'll finish my pint.
Yeah, I'll just neck whatever's left on
Yeah.
the table.
So-
Yeah. I'll call out to the barmaid. We're probably about to make a very quick exit, and your unseen barmaid here will likely disappear. So, just a heads up, and I'll make sure the unseen servant puts down whatever it's holding before we.
All right,
before
well,
it's
just,
dispelled.
yeah, don't make a mess. I don't know what you guys are doing, but, have a good one.
Adieu.
Right, now, so if all of you would like to hold on to me, part of my robe or mantle, anything, just keep a hold of me and don't let go. Don't let go. Did I say so?
What happens if we let go?
Oh, you might be, you might appear somewhere else entirely.
Now I'm tempted.
That could be a fun game.
That is true. No, we shouldn't.
No,
Come on,
we
come on.
don't. We don't.
No.
No.
Hide
No.
and seek in the astral sea.
Another day then. We'll try some other time.
You could
no,
try
Neuron,
more.
you know how to
Astral
talk to
roulette.
me. Right, so
Playing a roulette.
hold on to me, and I'll get you to anywhere in the Flatlands you want to be. Ladderfall, I assume.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes, please.
Not really anywhere else.
Preferably
That's to be.
in front of the key,
I'll do my
I
best.
suppose.
I'll see how precise I can be. Right, so you all holding on to her at this point?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
She starts whispering some words in Sylvan, and her mantle is starting to glow this bright green. As suddenly, all your vision goes black, and after a few seconds, it reappears, and you see this sea of colors and different astral gates to different planes, and you are kind of all just holding on to Elsinil, floating through. And eventually, Elsinil stops at a certain gateway, whispers some more words, and then dives through it with you all holding on to her. And you appear
Uh-oh.
not quite at the keep, but you appear right in front of the gates to Ladderfall. And she kind of wipes down her robes. Close enough, I suppose.
Close enough.
Do you guys want to come with or wait here? Or
We'll come with.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
who has the documents?
Cool
Someone went
does.
down.
Hello.
Right, well, just just call out when you need me. I'll be listening in. And she just poofs, disappears.
Did I take any damage from that, by the way?
Oh, you did actually. It's her strength is 2, so you took
1200.
2 points of damage. It was just an arm strike, just like a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll walk in with Bran.
Off we go.
I
The
hope
gang's
I-
all here.
Keep.
Alright. From the main gate to Ladderfall, the keep is not that far away. You just head towards the eastern part of town.
The
And,
one large building in the entire.
Pretty
fucking
much.
place.
Yeah, it's not super
wonder where it
tiny,
is.
but it's definitely it sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
As you reach the perimeter of the keep, guards recognize you and let you through. As far as you're aware, time hasn't passed since you left this place.
Okay.
But we have no way of knowing.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
yeah. But
Right.
yeah, they let you
Been
through,
30
and
years.
as you approach the keep, you can see Joffrey and Lyra are currently sparring out in one of the fields, having a little one-on-one spar with a sword, and they're also grappling each other and throw like
Beating the shit out of each other.
pretty much, yeah, just having a good old fucking rumble.
I'll lean back. I'll wait. I'll see who wins.
Okay. You stand there watching.
Oh, I'll soundtrack the battle with an idol tune on my lyre.
All right.
Doesn't it go with the Baylor Lace?
At this point, you can see that both of them look pretty bloody already. Like they've been going at it for a little while now. But after roughly another 5 to 10 minutes of sparring, from slashing at each other with swords to just decking them in the jaw with their free hand, eventually,
Who goes for the first punch? Is it Lyra?
absolutely, eventually, Joffrey gets thrown on the ground and kind of like taps out, as Lyra kind of puts her foot on Joffrey's chest while he's on his back on the ground. And then they see you standing there in the background, and suddenly they also hear the music that you've been playing for a few minutes now. As Joffrey immediately like pushes Lyra's foot off his chest and gets up, brushes off his armor. Right, never mind that. How are you doing? Everything all right?
Yeah, no, Joffrey.
You know, I'd love to say you're wrong, but you know.
I remember back in the day, you used to kick our ass.
Oh, still can. Just, she's a fucking savage. You know this as well as I do, come on.
Yeah,
How
she fights
dramatically
dirty.
different does Aberan appear to when we left?
That is a good point. You, actually, no, he doesn't. They
No?
were there when he transformed. So no, he doesn't look different.
They were.
They were there when
Okay.
he transformed.
They were there when a lot of shit happened.
Yeah. You, you alright after all that shit happened?
Yeah,
I'm sure you had a good
Never
night's
on my
sleep
shoulder.
after all that, you know? You look pretty knackered when we went to the bar last night, but you seem to be doing better now. All of you look fresh after yesterday's travesty.
We might have stepped out the realm for a little bit to deal with some stuff.
I mean, it can't have been too long. We were with you last night, so.
Time's funny.
Oh, so, well, I'm sure you're here, to hand me all the documents and stuff, and I'll hand you the gold, and I guess that's that. We'll go our separate ways again, I suppose. Bran?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll pop back at some point. I've just got some stuff to take care of.
What happened to the manticore skin?
It's in my bag.
It's stinky.
I still have it.
Right, well,
Right, I'll nudge Nicole.
hand those
I will
documents
look
over,
through my
and
bag and do that thing of I've put a lot of shit in my bag recently. I've just like, where the fuck is it? Fuck. Just like lift up books, like you know, you open up books, you like because like pages have got like mixed in, like oh, fuck it, hang on, just.
roll
looking for a
roll
ticket
an
at the
investigation
airport.
check.
It's
Like,
gone.
I've got like most of it definitely together. Investigation. That's not too bad. 17.
17. You rummage through your stuff, but relatively quickly find the notes and documents that he's talking about.
To the
And
back of it.
It's fucking, like, just one page I drop. I'm like shit. Stop fucking.
all right, well
Actually,
that's
top secret.
yeah.
Never.
I don't doubt you all. Right, well, and he kind of like, without like putting his fingers in his mouth, starts whistling. With like using his bottom lip, this sharp, very sharp whistle. No, not like that. It's like a very sharp, like fucking.
Like a sort of thing, but better.
Yeah. As one of his guard, like one of the guards, runs up. Make sure you go fetch the payment for these people after the deeds they've done for us to my office. And the guard salutes and immediately hauls ass inside. Alright, so what's next for you lot then? As Lyra also backs away and starts cleaning herself up a little bit in one of these like big wooden
Trough.
troughs of water where she kind of like washes the blood off her face from the spar.
We've got some stuff to deal with in Calzir. We also need to keep an eye out for our mutual friend.
Right? Is he still out there?
Yep. And that's going to be something that I have to deal with.
When that time comes, you back up. We're as much involved in this as you are. This is not just your fault. All three of us survived that night. He has just as much right to be pissed at us as he is at you.
I'll nod at him and clasp his arm. Be sure to let you know.
All right. Few moments after, the guard comes running back with a small, like, strong box of sorts. Right. Your payment. Decided to throw in a little extra for given the circumstances. And he hands you
Funeral costs.
Well, I mean, you didn't fucking stay dead, did you? So there's no need for funeral costs. Rick?
You missed me.
Yeah, I did. It's been, besides that whole orc thing that happened down south, it's been pretty fucking quiet here. We were, looked like we were winning the war, but then these stronger orcs showed up, but, with these plans, we can finally start developing these new weapons, and I'm sure in due time, the Burning Scar will be, livable again.
Yeah, well, you know where we are. If you need us, have someone send us a message or something.
Yeah, I'll make sure to send a letter your way. Over there in that fancy guild hall of yours, over there in Calzir, you little hump's ass.
You're
Right,
just jealous
so-
'cause I don't have to go out and sleep on the dirt.
I mean, I don't have to sleep on the dirt. I choose to. There's a difference there, Brand. Right, so payment for your trouble, 2,500 gold pieces, and I'll put a little note in there that some people in your side of the Empire owe me some favors. Not sure if any of you are closely in contact with the Order of the Obscura by chance.
Not if I can avoid it.
We've had some run-ins.
Right, well, there's a certain fella. He never told me his name, but he's this big two-headed ogre prick. He,
Two-headed.
He, owes me a little sum of money, and, I've been hearing he's been doing some underground weapons trading, so if you ever need, a new blade or whatever, just check out his stock, and I'm sure if you drop my name, he'll, be glad to cooperate. Give you a
Do
good
I
little
recognize
discount.
who you may be
Appreciate
talking about? Like, do I know
Roll a history check.
what it is?
I don't think Bran has met that person.
No.
I don't think Bran was there.
13.
Do you have, in a few times you went down underground in the Calzir, like hideouts of the Order of the Obscure, you've seen a two-headed ogre kind of like sitting in the main area, so you're pretty sure that's who he's talking about.
Alright.
Yeah, money's in the strong box, of course, and see you next time, I suppose. Let's hope that it's gonna be a while, because I'm not gonna lie, everything was all peachy around here, and then you show up and I almost got killed. So, not
By
quite
the sounds of
a
it,
fan of making that a habit.
it was before we got here, but
Yeah,
appreciate your
well,
point.
potato, innit?
Ah, you'll miss us, everyone else does.
Sure. Right, well, Bran, try not to die again, and if you do, stay dead. Do us all a favor.
Alright, I'll see you at your retirement party in a couple of months.
Oh, it's really fun that you think you're invited to that, you prick. Alright, anyway, I got shit to do, so take care, y'all. All y'all. Yeah?
I'll give him a nod. and sort of avoid eye contact with Lyra and get ready to go.
Oh yeah, she's already like she's gone.
She didn't even acknowledge us.
She did. She like nodded when you approached, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Like as far as this goes, this is none of her business. Like this is, Joffrey is still her. Joffrey is still her superior.
Above her station.
And this is above her pay grade, really. Yeah. None of her damn business.
2,500 gold in that lockbox. How are we splitting that up?
Oh, we'll figure that out when we get to Calzir. I mean, gotta...
Ryan, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception
Mhm.
is 16.
Okay, good to know.
Oh fuck, you bastard. Okay.
Right, to Calzir.
Hate Battle Paradise.
I'll kind of stuck in the wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have any other business here.
Elsinil.
Yes.
Could we go to Calzir, please, you wonderful lady, you?
That's right. All right, you know the drill. Hold on to me. You want me to drop you off at your guild hall or whatever, or anywhere else?
As close as you can get us.
I'll do my best.
Fucking push to or something.
Right,
Into hell we
so
go.
the same thing happens again. This just vision goes black for a few seconds, and when it comes back to you, there's this array of colors and astral gates, and eventually she stops at one that opens up, and she dives through. Yeah, and you appear right in front of the gates to your guild hall.
I get nervous every time you roll.
All right. Well, thank you for joining. Archfey Coach Services. This is your stop.
Expertly
Alright,
done.
appreciate it, Elsnil.
Have any, you know how to reach me, Naronk. If you guys take care, and maybe before you go on your next big adventure, take a few days to relax. You've been through a lot of shit lately.
I'm gonna hurriedly excuse myself and vomit.
That is my cue. All right, guys, have a good one, and I'll be in touch.
Yeah, have fun with your new mantle.
Oh,
I
will.
wanna-
I got most of it in the drain.
I want to go see if the garden with the tree for Melora is done.
So she disappears, and as you now look at your guild hall, there's this large gate and this sandstone wall surrounding the premises. There's two guards wearing the Calzir tabard that kind of approached you as you appeared. Right, here's Vexile. Your hall is finished. So if you want us to show you around, the contractor's not here. He's working on some stuff in the city, but they finished a few days before they were meant to, and it's all ready to go. And
Before we
given
made
us
the
layout.
article, I think we had some recruitment posters put up. I don't suppose you know if anyone responded to those.
Yeah, a couple people came by, and I told them you weren't around, so I told them to, just come by here for the next few days, and hopefully they'll eventually show up when you're around. Didn't really know how to reach you,
Alright.
so,
Sounds like we need to stick around for at least a couple days then to get a crew hired up.
No, that's alright then. We'll push things.
Yeah, in the meantime, the Empress has, taken out a small regiment of city guards to, man the walls of your, as you're technically still a part of the city of Calzir, even though you're located right outside of its walls, you're still, under the Calzir jurisdiction, as it were, so there'll be plenty of guards around at all times, protecting, walking the walls and all that, protecting the premises.
Does that mean we still have to pay taxes to Calzir?
Absolutely you do.
I will head inside.
Right, well,
And
do you
I
want me?
will-
Do you
I
want
know
me to
it'll
show
pop.
you all around, or not? Because it's all finished, and I had a little peek inside. It's something.
Sure, give us the grand tour.
All right.
Give us the go ahead. Give us the tour.
Well, first of all, this cobbled path leads you through the gate, and as you walk through the gate, you see this tall sandstone structure decorated with beautiful finishes and edges, and very like manor-like in a way. The sandstone wall surrounding the premises. If there's a pathway that arcs to the left, and he motions you to follow. Well, as you can see, we've had some druids come by, and there's a beautiful plot of grass over here, which should be fine as long as it's watered every day or so. Which is, I'm pretty sure you own the only plot of grass in the entire desert, so that's pretty cool. Over here, there's a little pond. There's some fish in it. So I'm not sure what types, but they said that some of you wanted a fishing pond, so there you go. And he guides you past the fishing pond to a small altar decorated with all kinds of symbols, and a small statue in the middle of it of Melora, the Wild Mother. And behind the altar is a tall tree, which Trim requested to have planted there. Right, so this is a little garden area. We got a beautiful little altar here, the big tree as per the lady's request, I'm pretty sure. As he points at Trim. Oh, if you
I'll put Bob down and let him run around and be like, "This is your new home now. Go."
Bob immediately goes around, starts nomming on some of the grass, and kind of just runs around. Right, and if we go around the building here to the back side of it, there's a little back entrance in the wall, which is hidden. So it's an exit only. It can only be opened from this side. So in case you need to make a stealthy retreat out for whatever reason, you can. You immediately just flick this lever, and the wall will part open and into a tunnel that goes down, and it'll enter you into the sewer system of the city. So if you ever wanted stealthily exit your guild hall for whatever reason, you can. Over there's a stable, and there's this large stable area. If you ever wanted to own some horses or any other animals, you can keep them there, I suppose. And then we come around to the other, side of the guild hall. Not much here, just some sand, but over there, and he points, small little greenhouse. If you wanted to grow some flowers or whatever, and Calzea's climate isn't always suited for that, so there's a little greenhouse where you can grow some, vegetables, fruits, plants, flowers, whatever it is you want to grow. And of course, the airship dock, which is empty. You're here, so I don't know where your airship is, but I'm sure they'll find their way home.
Neither do we. Possibly on the way home, way back here, I'd assume.
I would assume they're in travel.
Right, well, that's for the outside of the hall, I suppose. Let's go inside now, and he opens up the main entrance for you all to enter. Over here we have the entry hall. You've seen part of this was already finished when you were last here, I'm pretty sure. There's this there's a staircase that goes down, there's a staircase that goes up. Through that door you'll find the main living quarters, a bunch of beautiful sofas and all of you to relax on, large fireplace, doors on either side of the room that leads you outside, in case you wanted to go check on the greenhouse or go to the fishing pond or whatever. Kitchen, pantry, dining room. That's pretty much it for this floor. Downstairs, you've seen downstairs, right? Like there's the spa area and the prison and all that. I'm pretty sure you've seen that.
Yeah.
Unless they've changed this since the last time we were here.
The only thing they changed is that they added some training dummies in the sparring room. If you guys wanted to, instead of just grapple and wrestle each other, wanted to, have a little weapon training session on some dummies, you can. And your cellar is completely filled to the brim with foods, fruits, vegetables, cured meats, and also barrels of salt filled with pieces of large chunks of meat in them. So I suggest hiring a maid or a cook at some point so that she can start, cooking things up for you. There's also a complete wine rack filled with bottles of red wine, white wine, some bottles of brandy, whiskey, and firewater too, and I believe 5 kegs of strong jaw ale, if I remember correctly. Promise that we've not touched any of that. at all.
Insight check on that.
On insight check.
Smacking as he says it.
Oh, absolutely, he's smirking.
I don't need to roll that. I know.
Yeah, I still want to do it anyways. Insight at 13.
He's full of shit.
Yeah, cool. I'll give like a knowing nod of like appreciation, I guess. I don't know. It's like, nice.
Well, if you go upstairs, this upstairs is pretty much all new. We have, as he kind of guides you through the upstairs.
Fingers crossed for baths.
Is your tinkering room. Included the inside is a small little safe. There's a little chapel area in the room next to it for anyone that feels religious and wants to pray to whatever deity they want to pray to. They can. Over here, they gave us some instructions, right, for this one, and he stops at this large armored metal door. Yeah, they said this was going to be like a vault, and yeah, you see over there, there's like a little thing with buttons on it, and there's these wooden buttons. Pretty much like it's pretty much just like three rows. Yeah, it's a keypad. They told me to tell you that whatever you want the code for the door to be, it needs to be a 4-digit code. Fill it in for the first time, and then press the bottom right button to set it, and from then on out, that will be the code to open it. So, figure that out when we're not around, of course, because that's none of my business. There's an armory right there where you can, I don't know, shelve your armor and all of your other equipment if you wanted to. And then all the way upstairs, there's the bedrooms. I'm sure, those will show himself off at some point. But yeah, that's it pretty much. Oh, new home, I suppose.
No baths?
I mean, we've got the
There's a spa there's a spa downstairs that you've seen.
Oh.
spa downstairs.
No. What?
With like a large
That you
bath.
used before.
Yeah.
And the
You
sparring area
Yeah.
are downstairs. And the
Yeah.
prison.
And the prison.
Technically, they're both sparring areas.
True, I guess.
The sparring area.
Right, well, I'll go back to my post. I'm sure, upstairs is just bedrooms, so if, you can take a look up there yourself, but this was all the important stuff that they wanted me to tell you, so, there you go.
Thank you very much. Help yourself to an ale, of course.
Oh, I will. I mean, thank you, yeah, of course. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes back downstairs and leaves you kind of on this floor.
Cheeky sod.
He's dishonest, but he's honestly dishonest. If that makes sense.
We just can't lie for shit.
It does not make sense.
He's sketchy, but in the
As
way
long
that
as he isn't getting in my little working room, I'm not too worried about it.
I would suggest locking that.
I believe I should start sizing up the main hall for a stage of some kind.
I'd like to just look into my room and just kind of like.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to my room as well.
You go upstairs, and you see that there's 5 doors on each side of the upstairs, like the floor above you hallway. The first door on the left has this wooden plaque on the door with Trim's name etched into it and decorated with some flowers and whatnot. The first door on the right has Nicole's name etched in it, and the plaque is decorated with very small blue dragon scales. Second door on the left, Octana's, her name's etched into a plaque, decorated with some like fake horns above it to make it look like a tiefling type of situation. Second door on the right is Abrand's name's etched on it, and the plaque is decorated with like a glowing yellow light. Third door on the left has Narong's name etched on the plaque, decorated with an engraving of a small little like pistol, like a drawing of a pistol, pretty much. The rest of the doors also have plaques on them, but they are empty as of now. But you 5 have.
Because we haven't officially added Matthias to the team.
Yay!
I mean, yeah, no, you got your wishes in for the guild hall before he was a part of your crew, so yeah.
We have spare rooms.
But yeah, there's 5 rooms left, but the plaques are empty, so like there's no like
No,
name
I
on it.
know. It's just he
so.
doesn't have like a personalized room,
We'll
Yeah.
write it on in crayon.
Get fucked.
So yeah. Each bedroom looks pretty much the same. There's a large bed, a nice rug, a bookcase, a desk, and a chest at the foot of your bed. The people that have rooms on the left side, so that is in this case, Naronk, Octanus, and Trim, have a view of the fishing pond and Melora's statue and the large tree. And the people on the right, so that's the others, have a view kind of like over their wall into the city of Kalzir. But yeah, that's your guild hall. It's finished. It's
We'll be the
done.
first ones murdered if someone breaks in, because they'll do it from that side window.
Sure.
Sure. So it shows as if he hasn't already planned someone breaking into the house at some point. We're gonna upset someone, they're gonna break in, they're gonna put mean letters in our beds.
Mean letters.
It just
Right.
says, "Here's Excel smell."
So everyone, you see your room. Everyone except for Gen has their like name on a plaque and decorated in a way that fits them. Gen doesn't have one, obviously, because when the party ordered the rooms done, Gen wasn't a part of the crew yet. But there is a plaque on Gen's room as well, but it's just empty. So I'm sure Gen will be able to fill that in himself or whatever. But yeah, that is your guild hall. What are you guys getting up to?
First thing I'm gonna do, go to the lounging area.
Mhm.
Shapeshift. The house is empty now, right?
Yeah, it's just you guys.
Yeah, okay. I'll shapeshift to a tiefling. I'll lounge and
Okay.
smoke at a pancake.
All right. All right.
Have a little on some burning bush.
All right.
I think the last of it actually.
Could be.
I'll see to Brandon and be like, so what's the gold situation for the
We have, you mean with the payment, or?
Yeah.
So there's 2,500 gold pieces. We could divide that as 400 each, put 100 in party funds, or we could divide it as 350 each, take a little bit less, put 400 in party funds. I don't know how the party funds are doing. You would have to ask Naronk. But if party funds are low, I would suggest we take 350 each.
I vote for more in the party funds, just because if we have to hire those people he was talking about, like a cook and stuff, and we have to pay the guards, that's gonna cost money.
Okay, well, why don't we could each take 300, and that would leave 700 spare, which
Okay.
we could put
I don't
aside
like taking
for.
300.
We're all happy with that,
Follow me.
Works for me.
so we'll hand everyone 300 gold pieces.
Yeah, I mean, you're all still upstairs while Gen went downstairs, so you have to hand this.
I'll
Separately,
pass
but-
him
Bring
his
him
and
his.
go down past it.
Okay.
I'll give everyone 300 gold pieces. We will have 700 that I will keep in the box.
Okay.
And I will give to Trim,
Why me?
because you're the person that Brand's decided to give it to.
I thought Naronk had the party funds.
Why don't we keep this? This is separate from party funds in a sense of, I would like to put this amount specifically towards the hall, and the staff, and the food that we
Why
eat,
don't we put it in the vault room?
because we haven't
Yeah,
set up a
that's a
code
good
for the
idea.
vault room yet.
Well, we can do
let's
that,
think
right?
of a code. Something easy to remember.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's
Are they numbered at all? This?
They're not. It's just like it's like a numpad with no numbers. It's just like a top left, top middle, top right, middle left, middle
Alright,
middle right,
what if we
bottom left,
do
bottom middle, bottom right.
Middle,
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 top
middle.
left. No,
Middle.
hey, shut the fuck up. All right.
No one would ever think of it. It's genius.
No.
Up, down,
Four
left,
middles.
right, left, right.
It's only 4. It's middle 4 times. Easy to remember. No one will ever think of it. Because no one's gonna think they're gonna be the middle 4 times, is it? They're gonna think it's something crazy. You see, simple solutions, Naronks, are sometimes the most smart.
Or you do middle 3 times, then throw them off by pressing.
Yeah,
a
throw
different
one random one right at the
Oh,
end.
that's a good shout. 3
Or
middle.
we just do 4
bottom left.
different ones, like we should.
3 middle, bottom left.
Bottom right.
We're gonna get fucking robbed.
Honestly,
No, we're
if
not.
they've
No,
made
who's
it
gonna
through the
hear this
vault-
conversation of what I've voted around? Is anyone around? Do I see anyone?
No, it's just you guys.
I
Doing
think
like
at
an
this point, if they've
exaggerated
made it
like.
to the vault and we're not here, we're fucked anyway.
Fucking covering up the vault, just like.
I mean, it's not like a small vault. It's like a large, like room-sized vault with like a large
No, I mean,
metal
like, covering
door
the
keeping you out now.
keypads, like, just like-
We should do I don't know, like middle, top left, bottom left, top right.
I'm never gonna remember that, right?
Bottom left.
Only one
in
of us
favor
needs
of
to
it.
really remember.
All in
Yeah, as
favor
long as
of
one of
middle,
us
middle,
remembers
middle,
it, we can always
bottom
tell you
right.
there's with the bracelet. You know what I mean?
Middle, bottom right.
No.
I mean, sure. As long as someone remembers it, I just think it shouldn't be all the same thing, or going in order, because that's too easy.
Or failing that, we just... I don't know. It's really arbitrary and whatever. We could always hire someone to enchant it with some sort of version of the alarm spell.
I mean, I'm
I'm
definitely
not
gonna run up traps to fucking destroy whoever walks in there. But you know what I mean.
I mean, obviously not us. If you tell us
Well,
how
no,
to
you
disarm
have it.
those, so we can
Oh,
all
yeah,
go.
of course I'm gonna let you guys know
in
what
and
I'm
out.
putting in there. But you know.
Make sure, because I want to we go in there one day. You go, oh yeah, shit, guys. By the way, and just it explodes. You know what I'm
You
saying?
just fucking die.
Yeah, just like, guys, I forgot.
I forgot to
Nicole,
tell
gets the
you,
party-
I set up a
party
bomb.
funds out the vault for me, and I fucking open it up, and it just gets shot in the face. You know, I'm just saying.
Imagine that.
I'd rather have some sort of alarm system than an explosive that means even if they fail to
I
steal
didn't
all
say it
our
would be
gold,
explosive.
it's Unirunk, it's an explosive.
It wasn't an explosive.
It
It was
could be,
gonna
like-
drop acid on their head. But all right.
That's a great idea.
Which
Let's
would
do
then
that.
spill on the floor and melt all of our gold.
No, because you put
No.
it there, you put it at the front. You put the gold in the back.
And what if we ever get enough gold that we fill the room?
Well, then I'll make a trap that fucking hits.
We
them
will
before they
convert
get
it to
the trap.
platinum, so it doesn't take up quite as much space.
Yeah.
And if we ever have enough platinum to where it fills up that room, I mean, we
We
can just
ain't-
fucking retire at that point. And
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. And like,
We'll all be sat in the room with our weapons drawn every night.
yeah,
yeah,
just
exactly. Well, I'll just sleep in there at that point. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, I'd sleep in there, dragon and gold. Just saying, just boarding. Anyway,
that
as we're
seems
talking,
racist against yourself.
it's hey man, stereotypes exist for a reason.
If I see anyone try to put their hand on the keypad, I want to stop them.
I was gonna say, as we're talking, I just kind of like
Which I knew it.
hand reaching towards keyboard, just like, yeah, do. And then just Wait,
Naronk, make a
Naronk's
dexterity check. Nicole, roll a dexterity save.
now. Technically,
Oh
No.
god.
No.
this is dexterity save that I can see, right?
It's not from a trap though, if
son
that's
of a
anything.
It
but
doesn't
yeah.
matter. It
Yeah.
just
Yes. Yeah. It is. You can see it coming. Yeah.
It's alright. I don't think he's gonna beat me.
So he gets
rolled
advantage and he's
27.
gonna lucky it.
I'm gonna lucky this.
He's gonna
Nope.
27.
Lucky doesn't give me the. The saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
12.
So as your hand goes to the keypad, Naronk immediately pushes your hand out of the way.
Sorry, I thought we agreed. Like we did a vote.
No,
and
we're
three
definitely
people.
we're not making 3 of them the same.
But 3
Let's
people
do-
with their hand up.
At most, we would do 2, and we're not doing them in a row.
I feel
Just
like
do all 4 corners.
middle, top left, bottom left, and then top right is
right.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Right. So you got middle,
So basically middle in every corner apart from the bottom right.
Yeah.
top left,
Bottom left.
bottom left.
Do we know if
Okay.
they have to be pressed in the right order or just the right buttons or?
I assume it's the order.
The
Right?
order. Otherwise, you could like smash the whole thing and then boom, the door opens. Like that's.
I don't know if you could do that anyway. I'm not sure how this works.
He told you it was a code, and codes are typically patterned.
So then it's middle. What was it? Middle, top left, top right, bottom.
Left, top,
No.
right.
Middle,
left,
top left, bottom left,
bottom left,
top
top
right.
right. Okay.
I'm just
Yeah.
thinking of the fucking like.
And then I will enter that and press the enter button thing.
The
But when
bottom right button. So you
Yeah,
have
the
to
bottom
push.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear a slight click. That's really all that happens.
I'll then do after him. I'll press the buttons in the order.
You put in the code.
Yeah.
You hear a loud, and the door opens up towards you. It's a very thick. Like I'm talking like
Is it loud when it opens?
it's noisy.
Okay.
It's
If anyone
like
does that while I'm
the door
asleep,
swings
I swear to
open
God.
and it's like this thick. It's solid metal. It's a heavy door when you open it up, and behind it is just an empty room.
This is located on the main floor, correct?
No, it's on the American First European second floor.
Okay.
You got that the wrong way around.
Yeah, that's I have the wrong round.
Yeah.
American second, European first floor. My bad.
The floor directly above the ground floor.
Correct.
So once we got it open, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the box that was handed to me in there, and then I want to go check out the altar and my tree.
All right.
I'm gonna take the rug to go get treated.
Oh,
See if
the
it's still
manticore.
salvageable.
I want to summon an unseen servant again
Mm-hmm.
to start filling a bath. Oh shit.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that easily enough.
I'm.
You ritual casting it or are you using a spell slot?
I'll use the spell slot.
I'm gonna go with
city,
Arcana.
go shopping.
I want to go shopping. I'm going shopping.
Right.
City.
If Nicole mentions that, I'll go with him.
I'm going to go clothes shopping.
What?
I'm gonna go magic item shopping.
All right.
If I see Gen
amongst other
smoking in the lounge, by the way, I'm gonna say, Gen, can we not do that in the guild hall? Come on, man, take it outside. We don't need this place smelling like you're burning bush.
We've been on the road for so long, man.
Yeah,
And I will,
and you
blow a
can
big
easily
fat
smoke
smoke
that
ring
shit
To the
outside.
ceiling.
I'm sure there's some lounging outside. Take it out there.
There is not sofas outside though.
We'll get some outside sofas.
But when it
Sofas.
rains, this sofa is ruined.
No, they make ones that are supposed to last outside.
Look, if it smell like magically, I will get rid of the smell and it
Why
will
don't
all
we
be
just buy
fine.
him an ashtray?
Use a pipe.
What Bran said. See? It's easy
not
enough.
even the ashes that I'm worried about.
Don't really need an ashtray when
Smoke
you
itself.
smoke a pipe, don't you? Because the ash collects in the pipe, and you can just kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
it
but
in.
he'll have
Do,
to empty it out.
Yeah, when you're
Yeah,
done,
but
you
you
can just
can
chuck it,
empty it out in the
chuck it in the bin, innit,
fireplace.
or in the fireplace. Yeah.
Idiot.
Don't. I'm just trying to insert logic in the
It
D&D campaign.
depends. If you're smoking a pipe for long enough that you burn through and then want to start up a new pipe, you have to tap it out.
I mean, yeah, but don't need an ashtray for that. There's a fireplace. There's a bin.
Oh, guys, he's yelling.
Dad's trying to do something nice for Gen, Dad. Shush.
Okay.
Or Gen steals the next ashtray that we find in someone's house.
Okay. Well, before we all go off on our separate ways, I do suggest take a little break there. Go for a stretch.
Yay.
Go for a
Alright.
pee.
Yeah.
And we'll pick this up in 5 to 10 minutes. For the second half of okay. For the second half of Dungeon Select, our 58th session. Goddamn. Yeah, chat. Thanks for sticking around so far.
Then we can stop doing this.
Catch you in 5 to 10 minutes. Oh yeah. Peace out, homies. See you in 5 to 10 minutes.
freaking nuts because we have one of the giant stadiums.
Yeah.
Ah. Welcome back to Dungeon Select. Y'all,
Yay!
we're back.
Hello.
Long break, but we back.
Brong Lake.
I'm tired. Okay,
it.
so you were all going off onto your own little separate things. Trim, you were gonna go just spend some time at Melora's little altar and hang out there for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Anything specific you wanted to do there?
1 second, sorry, I'm chewing.
How dare you? How dare you? How fucking dare you?
I was gonna quickly, just while at the altar, basically just tell Melora I thought over her advice, and I'm gonna do what she says for now. And then I was gonna cast Speak with Plants to introduce myself to the tree.
All right.
Gotta introduce yourself to the tree, man.
Yeah. Because eventually I plan to be using the tree as a method of transport, so I should tell him first before I just start making people walk through him.
All right. So you cast Speak with Plants. Anything, like what do you say?
Yeah, just like, hello, sir or madam tree. My name's Trim. I'm one of the people that live here now, and aside from just wanting a bit of, of home and nature in the middle of the desert, I just wanted to ask your name because eventually I'm hoping to learn a spell that means we can use you for transportation, and I just wanted to make sure you were okay with that.
Well, I'm a tree. We don't really do names, but nice to meet you.
Would you like one?
Sure.
Yay!
Okay. Okay. I will think about it and come up with a really good one.
Sounds good.
Okay. And it won't be for a while that we do the whole transportation through trees thing. But if we do, that's okay. I've been
Can't say that
told
ever
that you
happened to
don't
me
feel
before,
a
but
thing.
I'll be here for at least a few hundred more years, so why not?
Okay. I know it can be very, very dry here in the desert, so if you ever need extra water or anything, I'll just be keeping an eye out. I'll be sure you're looked after.
Yeah, just make sure you water me like every day. That'd be great. It's very
Okay.
dry here, but appreciate it.
Okay. I'll just water
I love the tree.
Same.
It's so great.
But I'll never be able to talk to it. That's the worst part.
It makes me sad.
Okay, so you hang out with the tree for a little bit, do your thing. Who's gonna go shopping? Like, who's heading into the city?
I'm heading with Ectonus.
Animal Crossing. Let's go to the city.
I'm with
Yeah.
Nicole.
Okay. Again, Nicole, what are you guys doing?
Oh,
meantime?
Nicole's going shopping as well. No, I'm going.
You gonna go shopping as well? Again?
I'm getting a bath.
All right. Yeah, you can get your bath. Those of you who go shopping, where you headed?
I'm looking for a clothes shop.
Okay.
I'll go where the Nicole wants to go first and sort his shopping first.
I'll do Ectonus shopping first, and then I just want to go to the Arcana Emporium. That's for the most part.
All right.
Yeah, I just want to go to like a tanner.
Okay. There's a leather worker on the bazaar in the center of town or in the city. You've seen it
Hell
before.
Yeah.
All right. Easily enough. Nicole, you have seen a clothes shop kind of on the edge of the bazaar. It's right next to the shop where, I don't know if you were there or not, but where Naran got his hat from.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
just looking for like shorts, or cargo pants, that type of basically just like shorts. Something that's not this fucking loincloth is what I'm getting at.
I always
and
forget you're just
He's
wearing a
going
loincloth.
classy.
Yeah, and then maybe like a little like top, like a little just like a loose like. I hate to say a wife beater vest, but a wife beater.
Okay.
Vest.
What, mate, yeah.
Yeah, like it's not.
Is it made
Um,
of like
Tank
mesh?
top.
Right. The
Yeah, little tank top, little-
there's a small female gnome that is measuring you up and tells you to come back in a day or two and should be finished.
Yeah, cool. How much is gonna cost? Because I could pay like half an hour for a deposit, and then just so I know it's like.
Well, it's gonna be for the top, and then also maybe 3 gold pieces Maybe 4, depending on you. You're quite big, but let's say 3 gold for now.
I'll put down 2 gold for now. And just
All right. Well, come back in a few days and should be ready for you. Any color preferences you'd like, or?
I mean, like darker for the top, like I don't know, like a dark blue or like a purple or like a like a black. And I don't mind. Then be creative as you want with the trousers, but not too creative. Still need to like be able to like sneak
Yeah,
around
I'm
and stuff
assuming
and not
you
be too-
you want those trousers to
adventure.
be, breathy, but you don't want to feel restricted in them. I
Yeah,
assume.
exactly. I mean,
Okay.
so
Okay.
nothing too loose or anything, but nice,
Alright.
nice fitting, space for the tail as well, because obviously that's.
Yeah, I'll make sure that there's a hole in the trousers for the tail to go through. All right. Well, yeah, come back in a day or two, and let's say 2 days just to be safe, and
We'll
should
say,
be done.
yeah, well, a couple of days. That sounds like a day. Cheers. And I'll pop on out.
Okay.
And I'll look to Brand and be like, oh, Brand, do you have anywhere out? I mean, what do you want to do? I mean, I want to do some, like, bookshop stuff or library, at some point, but, that fucking gnome's there. But I could
I mean,
disguise myself there, so it's fine.
I want to wander around and look for maybe some scrolls or trinkets. So
I mean, we could just go Arcana Emporium or, like, Harans or...
let's go Haran's, and then if it's not there, we'll go Arcana Emporium, and we'll just hit the bookstore on the way and see if we see anything else we want to pick up.
Sounds good. And I'll head towards Harans, I guess.
Okay.
Haran.
So you guys head to
Untitled
Haran's
Chapter.
hideaway first. Naronk and Octanus, you guys are hitting up the Arcana Emporium first.
Let's go with Tanner first.
Tanner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, also, Dutch, while I'm there, I also then spend whatever time's left over just like looking at or tuning into the crystal ball I got, whatever it is for
Yeah. So
my
that'll-
daily.
That'll be the first
thing.
time you do it, right? Because you didn't do it the
Yeah.
night before you went to sleep.
Yeah, so this is the first time I do it.
Mark that down so that you remember that you have, what was it? I think 2 weeks worth of doing this.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah. So this 1 out of 14 done essentially. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. All right. You go to the Tanner. There's this not elderly, but like this definitely 50 plus dark-skinned human sitting at like a tanning rack, kind of just rubbing some form of liquid on whatever animal hide he's working on now. He sees you approach and gets up from his little stool. Good afternoon. What can I do for you today? That's your cue bell.
Oh, sorry. I'm like spaced out. I have a rug that I need it tanned so it can be a rug.
So you have an animal skin that you would like tanned and made into
That's
a rug.
the word.
Alright, what kind of creature are we talking about?
I'm gonna pull out the rug.
You see his jaw like drop. Well, this is definitely something different than, the typical animal hides we have, come in.
I know, right?
It's
It's
quite
really cool.
different to your regular wolf or bear pelts, that is for sure. The manticore?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's quite large, and I'll definitely need a good week or so to properly work on this. Plus, I need to make sure to remove all the needles from the tail, as they are quite poisonous, which is a little dangerous. So this might be a little pricier than my usual, work, but I can get it done.
That's fine.
That would be for all the labor and the hazard of dealing with the toxicity in its tail. Will be roughly 150 gold pieces for me to turn this into a rug.
Okay.
Would you
I
want
will
you
give
want to
him-
keep the head attached? I'm assuming, right? Like the.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so it'll do. 150 gold pieces, and I would like to get paid at least half up front, so that
Yeah.
there will be no
I
funny
will
business.
give him. How
70
much is half of
75.
75. There we go.
Okay. Well,
You said the spines were a little bit poisonous.
yes, quite so.
Would you mind keeping those off to the side? Appreciate that.
Alright, yeah, I'll put them in a little glass jar for you, I suppose.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Can be done, yes, of course. Alright, we'll come back in about a week, and I should be pretty much done with it.
Cool.
Alright, pleasure doing business, and I'll make this This is gonna be my best rug yet. I'm sure of it. This is definitely a challenge that I needed after, the many boars, bears, and wolves I get. So thank you for the opportunity, and I'll see you in a week.
I will leave.
He puts the animal hide on his like desk area for now, and goes back to the tanning that he was doing before you guys arrived. Alright. Where you off to next?
If we walk past the notice board, I want to check it out.
Okay. Yeah, there's a notice board on like the bazaar.
Yeah, I want to go check that out.
Oh shit.
I mean, I've never done it, so I'm just kind of curious what's there.
Hold on. Alright, there's several posts on there. One of which is talking about a hefty price on the head of a particularly blue dragonborn. Signed, the text saying, "This blue bully robbed a book out of my store, paying 150 gold pieces if you bring him to me alive, 300 dead."
Hey, Actanis,
Yeah?
we should turn Nicole in. We can get a little payday for it.
What? Turn him in?
All right, so come here. I'll show the notice. All right, so here's what we could do. We
Kill
bring
him and then...
No,
Okay.
we're not gonna be able to get 300, but we can get the 150.
Mm.
Plan is we bring Nicole to the gnome.
Okay.
He has my invisibility ring on. As soon as we get paid, Nicole fucking goes invisible, uses his little teleport dimension door thing he has, and then we go. We just run.
Oh, okay, so this is more of a situation of working with him rather than like
Yeah.
stabbing him.
We're not actually
Oh.
killing Nicole
Okay.
as much as sometimes I would like to.
Yeah, I get it now.
Probably
That's
not best
a
for the
really
group.
good idea. Probably
Like,
true.
his idea this morning was really infuriating. Like, who the hell makes a door with 3 of the same number and then just changes the last one?
Yeah, I mean, like, how much gold are we gonna have in that? Like, a lot, hopefully. So, like,
Yeah, so we could talk with this about Nicole, obviously. He'd have to be in on it.
yeah.
But-
Not stabbing him back. Got it. Okay.
No, not yet.
Okay. There's also a notice. It says, "Prepare for the Spring Sunlight Festival, grand festival across the entire city. First day of Apnim, which is the 4th month of the year, which, to your knowledge, is in 6 days from now. Hiring adventurers who travels to the ruins of Old Rickton on Rickton Isle. Will pay, signed Terry Merriweather."
Does it have a location of where we might find this Terry?
It does. It says, "If interested, come find me in the Hog's Belly."
Hog's Belly. Terry Merriweather, you said?
Yes. There's a notice saying, "Beware children gone missing in..." What's the fuck? Where's the fucking... A fucking page cut off. That's nice. Children gone missing in the city of Drekmere. I'm sorry, of the city of Port Sekmir, my bad. It's really just like a warning, like, kids gone missing in that particular town. Able-bodied men wanted for the front line, report to the keep, preparing an assault on the Burning Scar from Fort Zagdir. That's it for notices on this notice board.
What port was it? Port
Sekmir.
Sekmir.
Sekmir. Okay.
SEK''MIR.
Is it like a draft sort of thing, or is it asking like for like volunteers to go to the Burning Scar?
It's one of those like typical "the Empire wants you" type of
Oh,
like
okay.
advertisements.
Hey, Thomas, I bet this is what fucking got Bran in the military.
Noble Donald. Piece of shit.
But those are the notices that you find at the time. So it's a festival in 6 days. Kids going missing in a certain town. Nicole is still
What
wanted.
festival is that again? Spring festival?
Spring Sunlight Festival, yeah.
Spring Sun-
To celebrate
Alright.
the first day of spring, essentially.
All right, I guess I'll do Arcana Emporium.
Yeah.
All right.
Get on there then.
Let me quickly write something down.
I have so many things to get.
I mean, you know, like it's optional essentially, right? Like you can if you want to.
Wait. Oh god.
Okay. All right. You go to the Arcana Emporium, and as I get the hiccups, you walk in and see Theonel helping certain customers, and as you enter, she immediately says one more thing to the customers and immediately turns her attention to you. Sure, it's been a while since I've seen you lot. How have you been? How's it going?
Well, it's going pretty good. You know, just had a little business outside of the province, but you know, all days work.
Your group was looking for this musician type, right? Have you ever ended up finding him?
Oh yeah, we found him.
Beautiful. All right.
He's quite
Good.
something, isn't he?
Oh, he's extravagant, that's for sure. Right, what can I do for you today?
Yeah.
You here to shop? You here to peruse? You here to sell? What's it that I can do for you?
Mostly to sell and identify a few items that we picked up.
But of
Or at least
course.
for me, I don't know if Actanus is looking for anything fancy or something.
Do you have anything that will make someone look really dead but not kill them?
That is oddly specific. No.
Oh fuck.
No like potions that like make you like look dead, but you're not actually dead.
No, those are kind of
Or
illegal
something
in the
that like
Empire.
kills you temporarily.
Wait, those
are
and then you
illegal?
can, like...
Yes, have you never heard of that, It's a poem about two dragonborn lovers, and one of them faked her death, and then the other one thought she died
Yeah,
for
is
real.
it one's name's like Roderick?
Something like that. It was more draconic of a name, but yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that.
Ever since
Some of them are.
then, it's kind of a no-no.
Redanian. That's what it was.
Maybe, yes. But ever since that debacle, it's kind of a no-no. So,
Oh.
Fortunately not.
So you don't know anyone who might, you know.
no.
That's good. That's good.
I
had
have
to
some.
check the info
I have
just to make
some.
sure, you know,
I
you
have
weren't selling illegal
some
goods.
vials of pig blood that I was using for some potions. If you want to make someone look very dead, just cover them in pig blood. Maybe, I don't know.
Might come back for that.
All right.
Yeah. We'll just kill a pig and then use the blood from the killed pig and also have pork.
Well, why
for
kill the
dinner.
poor pig if you can get your blood from here, right?
I mean, we
Food.
could probably get pig's blood for free from the butcher.
No.
Oh.
No,
Ever heard of blood sausage?
not a huge fan.
Well, a lot of people are. So.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I got a few items, and I will pull out Peter's dagger, the skull potion,
Ooh, okay.
the amber potion, and the iron horseshoes,
Okay.
and the quiver of arrows that I found in the tower, the obsidian tower.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
No, give me a sec to get all of this fucking.
Yeah, you're good, dude.
Shit
Like I
together.
said, I had quite a few just sitting
Yeah,
here because
yeah.
I forgot about it.
Right, I'll start with the horseshoes first. And she does her thing, identifies them. These are called the Horseshoes of Zephyr. It's not very practical, but if you equip them to a horse, instead of running on the ground, it'll float a few inches off the floor. It's more of like a No real benefits there, but your horse will be floating. That's kind of cool, right?
It looks
I mean, that's-
spooky.
So like it can like float over a river or something.
Yes, I'd imagine so.
Okay.
All right. Up next, this potion. You fucking whip open like 10 million documents and fucking find all this shit. She's talking about the skull potion first.
Okay.
This would be, and she also repeats the ritual. Right, this is something called Midnight Poison. This is a single dose. When ingested, the victim takes a whole lot of sees a whole lot of images. Their worst nightmares come true, really, and it hurts them mentally, but it makes them also, if they, get really shit luck, the poison could take hold, and when it's in effect, the victim will be blind and unable to sleep ever until cured. So eventually, you know what that means,
Is this something that needs to be ingested, or could it be something that's put maybe on a blade?
This
or-
is something that needs to be ingested. Yes, this is.
Okay, that's what I figured, but wasn't sure.
This is something you'd give someone that really, really, and I mean really, wronged you. It goes by Midnight Poison. Pretty much, whenever the person tries, they're blind forever, and unless cured, and they try to sleep, their dreams will be plagued by their worst nightmares come to life, and eventually they'll die because of severe sleep deprivation. So it's a fun one. Be careful with that. Don't actually, don't. Just whenever you open it up, make sure that you really want this person to suffer the effects, because it's a nasty one, is it?
Glad I didn't try and test it out.
Me too. Right. Next up. Oh, this amber potion. As he opens his third fucking document of magical items. Yeah, she focuses real hard on this one. Right. This has got a potion of longevity. When someone drinks this potion, their physical age reduced a tad. Is reduced a tad? With a minimum of 13 years. Each time you subsequently would drink a potion of the sort, there's a small chance that you start aging the other way instead. So instead of getting younger, you'll get older. So it's an interesting
like a
potion.
50 chance.
I'm not sure. But it is that the more you drink this, the more likely it is to happen. Like a cumulative thing. So I'd suggest... I mean, you lot don't really need it, right? You're all...
This is just like a one-time use. I don't need to get more of these.
I mean, you drink it once, your age will be reduced, and if you want to be even younger, you'll have to buy more. But
Yeah. Okay.
you're all spry young individuals, right? In the prime of your lives. So I don't think there's any need for you to use this. But that's what it does. So
Imagine if we gave enough of this to Nicole and he just kept drinking it because he didn't know what it was.
That would be kind of funny.
Just becomes an egg.
just becomes an
Horrible
egg.
break, but
Or like finally the effect of drinking it a lot happens, and he just suddenly grows older again.
turns to dust. Yeah.
From an egg to dust.
Okay, what else did you give her? That's the 2 potions and the horseshoes.
Okay, so the 2 potions, the horseshoes, the quiver of arrows.
Right.
Ashes to ashes, lizard to dust.
The arrows.
killing Nicole is a must.
How many arrows were in the quiver again? Did you write that down? Did you write down how many arrows were in the quiver again?
Yes, there's 10.
10 arrows, right. The quiver itself is enchanted in a way where you can stash a whole lot more arrows in here than in a typical quiver. The 10 arrows that are in here, very interesting. They seem to house some form of elemental effect. So there's a few fire ones, there's a few lightning ones, there's a few water or ice ones. Could be useful in battle if you have any archers among you.
Okay.
Is that it? Was there something more?
And the dagger, Peter's dagger.
Oh, the one that he shanked Abran with, right?
Yeah.
Well, this dagger is a particularly nasty one. It's coated with a poison. Whenever the poison manages to take effect, it's not a guaranteed thing whenever the weapon is used, but if it does take effect, it'll paralyze the victim until the blade's removed.
Very nice.
Right, that'll be 15 gold for each identification, so if my math is correct, that'll be 75 gold pieces for the identifying of these items. Anything else you'd wish to do? You have anything to sell us, or you want to shop for something?
Just doing math in my head. I think I am good.
All right. How about you? You, Octanus.
I think I'm good.
All right. Well, pleasure seeing. Oh.
I have this armor, if you're looking for it. It's armor, the War Mage's Apprentice. We don't really have any use of it, so figure may as well get rid of it.
Where did you get that again?
Fucking off that bard. Like that we fucked over during our last cult fight.
Right. Yeah. I mean, none of your friends wear leather at the swords?
The only other one that does actually has the same exact armor already.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it's also very useful for spellcasters. I don't know if that bard's still around. That might be something he'd be interested in.
He didn't want it because he liked the stuff he had on now, because it makes him that much more pretentious and arrogant. So.
Sounds like the Matthias monster I know. All right.
It's a dick.
Someone point me to any time where I've exuded arrogance or pretentiousness, please.
Every second
The
ever.
last 30 seconds.
When we first met,
Asking that question.
Metagaming pigeons start flying around. I suppose I can offer you 500 gold pieces for this piece of equipment.
How about 700? Since I mean, Spring Festival's coming up, you know.
Sure is. You
Holiday pricing.
any intentions of attending the festival?
If we're in town, I'd actually love to.
All right. There's the entire town is pitching in. There's like this big feast going on. You know, everyone brings a dish, sort of thing, and there's gonna be fireworks when the sun goes down. It's quite good. Lots of drinks, all free, paid for by the Empire.
Wow. All
So
right.
Free drinks? I mean,
Sounds like our kind of place.
roll a persuasion
Yep.
check for the 700 gold.
Fuck, dude. Man, I wish I could just use deception.
Oh, you're trying to persuade her. You're literally trying to sweet talk her.
I know. Hey, 18. I'll take that.
How about we say 600 then and call it even? Hmm?
All right, I'll take 600.
All right, 600. You owe me 75, so that'll be 525 gold pieces. There you go.
Perfect.
All right, well, pleasure seeing you both again, and tell your friends I said hi.
yeah.
Will
Ooh,
do.
do you have any cool metal limbs that do cool things?
looks at metal arm. I don't, but you seem to have one already, and unless you're planning on
Do you know someone who may have more?
Yeah.
I'll have to ask around, but I don't
Thank you.
think you'd want to cut your limbs off.
No, it's more. Nah, I'm just interested.
I do know of this tinkerer that came into town not too long ago who, with the war in the Burning Scar, you know, a lot of people losing limbs, who he made a little bit of a business making more mundane metal replacements for limbs, like yours seems pretty advanced. But he was also talking about potentially, after he's back from his travels, finding an associate that would be able to, you know, make some enchanted compartments to spice up the metal limbs a little bit more. Whenever he's next in town, I'll tell him to stop by a guild hall perhaps, and
Yeah.
we'll talk.
That
Yeah,
would be good.
if we're not there, just have him leave a message.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do. Yeah, I don't think he's in town right now, but he's he left on his trip a couple weeks ago, so I can't imagine he's gonna be gone for much longer.
All right, appreciate it.
Right, well, it was a pleasure as always, and till next time.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right.
Hey, Thomas, you wanna go stop by the tavern?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I'll head over to the Hog's Belly.
All right. In the meantime, Bran and Nakul are heading towards Haran's hideaway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
You make your way there. You can see a lot of people are kind of exiting the shop, and a lot of people are going in. It seems a pretty busy day, but you manage to squeeze through and enter the shop. And Haran immediately sees you, and with his arms wide. Now look who it is. My two favorite adventurers, besides, of course, you know, Kiseran. But don't tell the others, though, because I'll deny I ever said this.
I bet you say that to everyone when they come in.
You are not wrong. What can I do for you today, gentlemen?
Nicole, is there anything you wish to purchase before I...
I mean, I'll just have a little gander around, but overall, not really. I'm not really.
Alright, feel free to peruse.
I'll
Abaran,
just have a little.
you looking for anything in particular?
Yeah, I'll let Nicole sort of wander off a bit.
Okay.
Of course, I'm gonna wander off too far. I'm gonna tell you now. He's interested in what you want, so he's gonna be doing that thing where you know when you're like obviously
Brand's not-
shopping, but you're just there like.
Brand's not trying to hide it,
stuff.
he's just wanting to leave you time to actually look around and
Nah,
give you extra
Nicole's
time
just
to
like
read
looking.
things.
Nah, Nicole's just looking at things and looking down at you because he's just like,
He's just there in like a mirror in the background.
yeah, you just see me. You just look at something in the back. I'm there like.
There's
Alright.
a set of cabinets next to me and he's just...
Anyway.
Yes, actually, I don't know if you'll have anything appropriate. I'm looking for some sort of trinket or maybe a scroll of sending, something that allows the user to cast sending.
Well, the use of spell scrolls of the sort are typically more reserved towards, you know, spellcasters. Pretty tricky. If it fails, then the scroll will destroy itself. I don't really have any trinkets that kind of have that type of enchantment, but if it's spell scrolls, I may have a few. But just know that they're a one-time use type of thing, unless you know a very powerful wizard that could just learn the spell this way. But I don't know. Last time I remember, I don't think there was a wizard among you, so.
There is not. I mean, if you have the scrolls, that would be good to know. We might possibly go.
Yeah,
to
I have
the
a
Arcana
handful,
Emporium
and
come
I sell them for 150 gold pieces each. But I'm sure you being you and all will come to an agreement for a little bit of a better price.
Yeah. Do you know how many of those you have?
Last time I checked, I had 4 of them left. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah, I tell you what, we're probably. I'm ideally looking for some sort of trinket. I have a feeling that I'm potentially gonna have to commission something.
Yes, I mean, if you want to, I can, contact my my enchanters and commission a piece of equipment for you, but you would have to provide me with something you would want this enchantment to be put on. Much.
Do you know how much that would cost roughly?
A lot of time, first of all. Several weeks, if not months, and price-wise, sending isn't particularly a very powerful spell, but I'd say because of the time needed and the labor, you're looking at more than 1,000 gold pieces, probably.
Okay.
Not entirely sure. I don't really do the enchant. I just, my enchanters will be able to give me a more exact pinpoint for a price, but anywhere between 1,000 and 3,000 gold pieces is a safe, ballpark, I suppose.
I will have to come back to you on that one because it's something. I feel like in the time that it would take to commission something like this, it's possible to find something. But
potentially, I'll keep an eye out. I'm actually leaving in a couple of days to go to another auction. Maybe I'll spot something. I'll let you know.
well, if you find such a device, feel free to use it to contact me and let me know.
I'll keep an eye out for sure. By the way, I'm meaning to ask. That carpet you bought of me, how's that been? Because I bought it and they told me, could carry a heavy load, but I only ever tried it on my own. How many of you did it actually fit?
To my memory, 3 or 4, right?
Most of us, as long as I'm not on it, because obviously I'm a bit of the bigger side, but pretty much fits most of us on.
That's not too bad, not too bad at all. That is pretty good. All right, well, hope.
Good handy.
All right, well, see, Naronk when he came here, he was like, "Oh, it's a little expensive," but turns out it was worth the cost, right?
So far.
All right, well, don't give me that attitude, Nicole. Come on now.
I mean, so far it is. Who knows? It could stop working randomly. It could be.
That's not really how enchantments work, unless someone disenchants it. But that is.
I'm saying it could just stop working randomly.
I mean, it doesn't just stop working
Alright,
randomly
cool.
when someone disenchants it. That is someone, a powerful magic user, specifically targeting your rug, performing a ritual to get the magic effect away from the rug. That is not randomly breaking. It's not a cart that randomly breaks down the side of the road. All right.
you see the cool let's stop paying attention. He's just looking back at the shelves again, just
He's zoned off.
he's it's paying attention, it's keeping the conversation, but it's definitely he's yeah. No, I get. Cool.
All right. Well, anyway, anything else I can do for you, fine gentlemen?
I don't believe so. I'm gonna have a quick browse and then probably head to a few other stores
that don't need the tuning.
and potentially come back to
You
find
won't see whether it
some
needs a tuning or
scrolls.
not. That's first of all.
You're right. I don't know if I don't know if there's a little text about what it was.
There's rings, but you do read some of the labels, and the ones that you don't have to attune to tend to be a lot more expensive than the ones you have to attune to. I'm talking cheapest one you see is like 4,000 to 5,000 gold pieces.
Yeah.
45,000?
4,000 to 5,000, like in between 4 and 5. Okay.
Yeah, I have 45,000. I was like, fuck. Now I'll look, but just generally I'll make it as part of my look at everything. But yeah, no. Not really looking for anything else to do, so I'm just
Okay,
what's the ring? Cool, they have rings is mainly what the thing I was looking at.
They have rings, yes, they have rings, correct.
I will have a look around, see if anything piques my interest, but given that I have some pretty damn good plate armor and 2 artifacts of the Sundering, I can't imagine there's much else.
Some pocket portals. We're willing to pick some of those up.
How much is pocket portals again?
250 gold each, I'm pretty sure. Let me check.
Can we call that in my price range?
I think they were 250 gold each. Let me check real quick.
And before they're 500 to 600.
Oh no, they were 900 gold each. My bad.
What?
Wait, what? I thought they were on 450. Jesus.
That was a price that he gave you, but on the label it says 900 gold each.
Jesus.
Woo!
He used to have Darren's friends.
Haran, can you... What's the friends and family price on these pocket portals again?
I charged Narank 450 each, I think, last time he bought some.
Yeah, but as you said, we're your favorites.
449 each.
I'll take it. It's lower than the wrong paid.
How many do you want, and where do you want them to go?
I would like. What do you think, Nicole? Should we get some from the party funds?
I mean,
I think we should probably get a couple of Calzea ones.
I don't think we need a couple. I gotta be honest, I don't think we're gonna do much plane hopping, are we anymore?
Even if
Just
we're on the
one.
same plane.
I mean, just
Okay.
the one will do. I think just as a last resort, sort of quick, like let's get out of here, emergency. You know, break when needed.
I would. Okay. And then I'd like to get. So 3 total. I'd like to get 2 for Calzea and 1 for Ladder 4. Because then I have it there and back in case I want to go for whatever reason.
We've got the funds, right?
Well, I mean, some of that I'm going to get reimbursed.
That will
from
be
party funds, but
1347.
1347. So that would be. I'll give him 100 platinum.
Right.
And then 347 gold.
Okay.
What's 82 minus 47? 35.
Alright, pleasure doing business with my favorite Heroes of Exile. Anything else you need, just give me a shout. I have some business to attend to upstairs, but feel free to
No
keep
worries.
browsing.
I may pop in for those scrolls if I can't find something better.
Yes, I mean, it's still pretty early in the afternoon, so we'll be open pretty much till the beginning of the evening, and if not, you can always come back tomorrow.
No worries. I don't suppose there's anything you want me to pick up on our travels.
Well, if you spot
City.
anything magical and interesting that you've never seen or heard of before, feel free to drop them by, and I'll give you a good price for them. I am a collector, after all.
I will keep that in mind.
Sounds good. No.
Right, Nicole. Should we head out?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to head to the Arcana Emporium, but if we pass anywhere that looks to be selling herbs, I would like to stop in there. If we pass anywhere that seems to be selling tobacco, I would like to stop in there. And
Were
if
you
we see
there
anywhere-
when... Because when Nicole and Ken bought their burning bush and
wasn't
their
there.
pipes, that was in Calzir, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, but he
I
wasn't
think
there.
that was.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I know where it was.
Yeah.
If I was, I stayed
Um,
outside.
If he makes it where they want to.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Yeah,
You
I know,
walk
guy.
out of the store and towards the bazaar, and you do see a herbalist shop. Yeah.
So I want to pop into the herbalist shop.
Okay.
I'll make it a quick one because there's tons of places that I want to go, and I don't want to be a pain in the ass.
Alright.
I'm going to go in the herbalist shop, and I'm going to look for. I'm gonna go in and be like, what can I make into tea that's fancy and rare, and someone might not have had before?
Well, I'm not sure, as I don't know the person you're talking about. I don't know what they have had before and what they haven't had before. This is a very weird question to ask someone who has no idea what you're talking about. Or who you're
Just
talking about.
uncommon teas or something that,
You know, fancy shit.
yeah, what
Fancy
means.
shit.
Yeah, like fancy, but rare, a bit, you know,
I mean,
like nice.
fancy means expensive, right? I can give you the most expensive one.
How much is the most expensive tea?
50 gold a bag.
How much do you get out of a bag? How many
Okay.
kettles worth roughly?
Well, it depends on another question that really depends on the person. You know, how strongly you
The
want your
average,
tea.
like average, but like, come on, there's an average amount. That
Just
people have.
give me a
Ju-
guess.
It was a rough number.
Well, one, I think.
One kettle, one cup,
One kettle. You asked for a kettle, I give you the answer in kettle.
one kettle for 50. I will get 2 bags of that.
Right?
Is this the same herbalist that we saw?
It is not.
Is it the same shop or different?
It's a different shop.
It's a different shop, really. Okay.
Yours was a little more out of the way.
Okay. Of course. I thought I'd double check before I like
Do
start
you
asking certain questions.
Gift wrap things here.
All right, fine. Starts
This guy
wrapping.
really does. No,
starts
give
wrapping
it.
up the tea bags. Right.
Hand over 100 gold.
Here's your tea, and enjoy, I suppose. And next time, pay questions a little better. Right.
I'm kind
You're
of looking
asking
at
a
him,
lot
like,
of-
do you have anything to like, can be smoked? Like tobacco or
Me personally, no, but there's a shop around the corner that he sells pipes and all that sorts and stuff.
fair enough.
On we go.
Yep.
Fucking smoke shop then.
Right.
Vape shop. No.
So as you round the corner, you start recognizing the street, Nicole, from where you you see the shop where you bought the pipe. You enter the shop. It's a different individual than that helped you last time. This seems to be a young female. I don't think. Have you visited the fortune teller back at the circus?
I didn't.
Then
I
this is something
did.
that I'm very confident. You did?
Branded.
You see a lady that shares similar like visual traits to that lady, and it's something you don't really see very often. This is the second time pretty much in your life that you've spotted this particular race.
Head titties.
No. Like slitted green eyes, sharper teeth, kind of like a scaly layer on her skin. Not like scaly as in tiefling, more scaly as in reptile.
Okay.
You want it. Sing.
Pretty much,
Okay.
yeah.
With Nicole, arm in arm, skipping down the road.
Probably not arm, but sure. I'll all right. Why is the one who's usually the other guy?
I ate him.
No, but seriously, where is he?
He has a day off. He'll be back tomorrow.
Fair. Or could you let him know that the blend is quite good and he should try it?
All right. What? I don't even want to know. Anything else you're here for besides letting me know this message that is awfully cryptic?
I mean, just any like tobacco or anything else of a
There's
smoking nature.
variety of tobacco. Fruity notes, nutty notes. What are you looking for?
Oh, something fruity sounds delightful.
Right. Well,
To help relax a little bit.
okay. Well, to help relax, I could sell you some running bush, but tobacco.
No,
Fair enough.
we're just tobacco, thank you.
Well, aren't you the killjoy?
I'll look at Brandon and be like, I mean, it's not as bad as the pixie.
No,
Burning bush is alright.
no,
Burning bush is alright.
no.
It's alright.
Would you mind if you had some bickering to do it outside of the shop?
I'm.
Oh, I kind of nod to him like.
But Dad.
I would like some tobacco, please, and if possible, if you have any rolling papers rather than a pipe. Not necessarily a pipe user.
Yes, what can be done? Same question for you then. Tobacco-wise, fruity, nutty, just straight up tobacco.
Just plain tobacco is fine, thank you.
Right. She puts a little tin on her desk, filled to the brim with tobacco, like a small metal rectangular box. This should add up to roughly 50 rolled cigarettes. You want the rolling
How much
paper
is
with
that?
that? With the rolling paper, 2 gold and 5 silver.
We tend to travel for a while. Do you have many of these boxes?
Also, of course, how many do you want?
There's 50 in each, right?
50, yes.
Yeah, 50. Not 15, 50.
50.
50. Yeah, 50. I'll take 4, just on the off chance that we're traveling.
Right, well that will be 10 gold pieces in.
I'll hand over 1 platinum piece, my last platinum.
Alright, for you, you said something fruity?
Yeah.
Alright. Similar sized tin, same, like, pretty much the same spiel she told Aberan, just it has some, like, fruity, a sweeter note to it.
I'll then also kind of be like, and some
Dad, is he allowed to buy some burning bush? Or am I gonna cause some family feud?
Not my.
I'm just gonna stand there.
I don't like grasses, alright? It's Weller. It's fine. Just
You're an adult. You can make your own decisions, but
Alright, how many did you want then, in that case?
how much are they? How much?
For you? 5 gold per serving. As a returning customer, of course.
5.
25 gold it is, plus the tobacco, that'll be 27 gold and 5 silver.
I'll just give her 30 gold.
Right.
Fuck it. Keep the change.
Anything else could do for you?
No, that's all, thank you. No. Give her a wave and go.
As you walk away, she kind of like, in a playful way, hisses at you, just to play into the whole like I ate the guy spiel, and now you see like this forked tongue kind of like peek through her lips.
just give her a deadpan stare.
something-
Like this fucking...
Something you've just never seen before, Nicole.
I'll give her a good old.
He gives her
See
away.
you later.
I'm just gonna give her a deadpan stare. There's like cold, icy breath coming out of my nose.
Should get that looked at. That doesn't seem very healthy.
I mean, everyone's a bit weird around here, apparently.
Her Mims is back around.
Are you calling me weird because
No.
because of the way I look?
I mean, no, not because of the way you look, because you like to make jokes about eating people.
I'm just gonna kind of start
Generally
shoving
uncommon.
Bran out of the door, just like,
I mean,
come on.
Snake people.
In terms of general day-to-day manners, as I'm pushed down the door.
Yeah, it's like, just stop. Sorry.
Okay, and you leave the shop. You guys
Bookstore.
returning back to the. Oh, you're going to the bookstore? Fuck no.
We're going bookstore.
Shopping episode.
Real-
Yay.
I mean,
I'm
like,
sorry, I
I can
wanted to
do
do this quick.
bookstore. I can do bookstore. I'm not that bothered by it.
I mean, Brand's gonna ask if Nicole wants to go to the bookstore.
Yeah, if you want to go bookstore,
I
you
will
go
do
somewhere.
it another
Bully
day.
at the bookstore.
Or if there's
Wait,
specific books you want and you don't want to disguise yourself, I'll just go in and get them.
No. So I mean, I'll just want to do some research there, but I'll do it another time. I'm just gonna get some books to research
Okay.
later. We'll just do it.
Oh,
Do it another time.
I think I fucked up. I forgot to mention that there's also a library in your guild hall, like on the same floor as where the vault is.
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
but has it got books in it? We'll check
Yes,
it,
it does. I forgot to mention that. My bad.
Okay.
There's a
Well,
lot-
I'll then be like, never mind. We'll just go.
Yeah,
we've got
no.
that library at the guild hall, mate.
I think that's the one thing I forgot to mention.
Arcana Emporium. And this is our last stop.
Sorry.
So you make it to the Arcana Emporium. You see Theonel, but she's currently busy.
the
And
door down, so we're
pretty,
in a rush.
pretty briefly, a younger-looking human walks up to you. Can I help?
Hi, yes. I was wondering if you had any items that the wearer would be able to use to cast sending.
Let me have a quick browse. Give me 5 minutes.
2 hours.
He comes back later, like 5 to 10 minutes later. I'm afraid we don't at the moment. That sort of item is pretty high in demand as it's a pretty practical effect. I know a lot of people have relatives and friends all over the place, but unfortunately, that's why we're not in stock at the moment.
Do you know roughly how long I would have to wait for one and how much it would cost me?
I know Theonel's placed an order on some more items of that sort to be enchanted, but a few more weeks at least. Price-wise, anywhere between 500 and 1500 gold, if I had to hazard a guess.
Okay. Do you have any scrolls of sending? If so, how much do they cost?
We do have some scrolls of sending. I think. Let me check. And he quickly goes into the spell scroll / magic items area of the shop. Back 150 gold pieces each.
Is there any bulk purchase discount on that?
Nope.
Could you do any better price for a repeat customer?
It's the first time I see you.
Wow.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Well, double nines, so 15.
I suppose 125 each sound good.
Yeah, sure. I'll get 4. Fuck it.
That'll be 500
So I'll
gold.
spend 500 gold.
Okay. He takes some money off of you and hands you 4 of the scrolls.
Okay. Thanks. Done. Fucking back to the guild hall.
Okay.
4
Okay.
different bags of shopping.
So you go back to the guild hall, and I mean, Trim at that point will probably have gone inside already because you've been away for quite long. Gen will probably be in the middle of his bath at that point. Yeah, you just kick it there. Narunk, Tanis, you guys have made your way to the Hog's Belly.
Yeah.
Yep.
The woman behind the bar is the same woman you saved from Krampus. Seems so long ago, you know, saved from that little escapade. She immediately recognizes you. It's been a while. Good to see you. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I've been out of town for a little bit, but it's nice to be back.
Yes, it's good to see all you. You seem to be missing quite a few people. I'm assuming you're not here to spend the night. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a Terry Merriweather.
Right, yes. He's not in right now, but he usually spends his mornings here for breakfast. He'll be here anywhere between like 8 in the morning till about noonish, and then he goes off on whatever he goes off on. So that's typically when you'll be able to find him here, pretty much every day.
What time of day is it right now?
Afternoon.
Okay. All right. Appreciate the info. We'll
problem.
probably be back here tomorrow then.
All right, see you then.
Also, have you seen my parents?
Yes, they still have a room here. They're not in right now, but I think you mentioned something about taking little Johnny out shopping for a few things. They've also been, you know, at your guild hall a lot the past few days, as it's pretty much finished up. So I'm assuming that they'll soon give up their room here and move in there, because they mentioned that was their plan.
Yeah.
So I'll tell them that you're back in town when I see them.
Thanks.
Okay. Anything else?
All right. Unless you're getting wasted in the afternoon, which probably isn't the best idea, Thomas. Probably should head back to guild hall.
Yeah. Let's go back.
So I'll head back.
So you all head back to the guild hall. You arrive a little after Aberan and Nicole arrive. Again, still in the middle of his bath. Shraven's kind of kicking it in the guild hall somewhere. What do you guys wish to do? And now that you're all back there.
I'm gonna go find Trim.
I'm probably chilling in my room, I guess, after I had my fill of being outside.
That will be the exact last place that Bran checks.
Well, that's probably where I would be.
I will go all the way around the fucking guild hall and then go and knock on Trim's door.
Just answer it. So I'm like, hello?
Look, I know that things have been rough. I know that you are missing people that were here, so I got you these. Now pass it to the sending scrolls.
What are they?
That you've used a magic scroll before, right?
No.
Okay. You read the scroll and it allows you to cast sending, the thing that I used to cast to message people. They're single use, but I thought I might
Oh.
being in touch with people
Okay.
might help how you're feeling at the moment.
Well, that's very nice. Thank you.
Bran's just gonna awkwardly smile and wander away.
I'll fold them up very carefully and put them in my bag.
All right. So you got 2 scrolls of sending.
Fancy.
I just imagine Gen laying in the fucking tub with his unseen servant feeding him grapes, pouring him
book,
wine,
mate.
reading a fucking book. All right.
He's got the unseen servant
Sipping on
holding
some of the mead
book.
that I got.
Oh hell yeah.
Just fold and turns the next page.
All right. So eventually, again, you get done with your bath, and everybody's kind of gathered up in the in the main living area of the of the guild hall. And then there's a knock on the door. A loud.
Oh, go on. Sir.
Uh-oh.
I know. Do we have like a little peephole to see who's knocking, or?
No, there's a window
maybe?
like to the left and the right of the door, so you can kind of look outside.
I have a little
They
peek
just
out
see his
to
little
who it
blue
is.
dragonborn head, like.
I mean, I'm having a peek out, like, I guess as I'm walking to the door, and that little, like,
It's just like,
who the fuck is that?
hello?
You see someone seemingly wearing like Kalzir guard gear knocking on the
Oh.
door.
I'll open it up.
Right, excuse me, gent. There's someone at the gate that says he has something important to talk to you about, but he doesn't want to say what.
Or did he say his name?
It's not ominous at all.
He didn't. Which is why,
Did you ask for it?
I didn't, no.
Could you go ask first, just so we can?
Right, and he just like jogs back to the gate, comes back. He says that it starts with a T, and that should be enough for you to know who it is.
Let him in.
All right. And he kind of like gestures for the man to enter the premises. You see approaching you a human man, light blonde hair, kind of short, with bright golden eyes, wearing some pretty commoner clothing. And as soon as he enters, he immediately shapeshifts into Archmage Tiburon, the gold skill dragonborn. Right.
Okay.
Good to see that you lot are all back in town. Got some things to discuss with all of you, if you have time, that is.
I mean,
Oh no, I'm terribly busy. As
I think.
blow a smoke ring to the ceiling in my
Like,
bathrobe.
I think we're fine. I kind of just look at Matthias. I'm just like, I think we're good. Come on, come in. Not that.
All right,
It's a long time no see, but it's probably not been that long, has it?
a few weeks, right? You travelled to the flatlands, so it's been like a week and a half,
No, we've
maybe.
been to the Feywild as well, and that's been a few days. But
And you all remember this
Obviously.
time?
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we went
That's
there. We
interesting.
didn't like it. Yeah, I
Alright.
don't know. I don't really think about it, to be honest with you.
Right. Well,
There's no
anyway.
skull in my head this time.
I won't be taking time long. I'm sure you have a lot of things to do. I just want to give you an update since you're all back in town. I had someone keep an eye out if people were going to be active in the guild hall, to let me know. Someone I trusted, and they told me you were back, so I figured drop by. This place is cleaned up nice, hasn't it? Look at that. This is quite good. We've been, keeping tabs on our cult situation, and the remaining 3 have gone completely underground. Nothing new has been learnt about them at all. So we'll keep you posted as soon as we do learn something. We've got all of our scouts. We've got Lausanne. We've got Tamar. They're all out there chasing leads pretty much. And as soon as they report back with something, I'll let you know. Matcham has told me about what you wanted him to do, and I helped him prepare, as I've been in Brassman's home quite a few times, and I think he's ready to strike. He's got everything in place and everything ready, and he's ready to strike in a couple of days. So in the meantime, there's not really much for you to do here, so I should just take some time off, and just stick around the city if you can, because I might learn something very soon that I need to share with you regarding our call situation. But in the meantime, I guess
In case
just,
not, give us a little message as well. I don't know if you've got.
I mean, I've got one of these bracelets, but if you're far away, then there's not really going to do much. As long as you stick around, like somewhat near the city, would be alright, right? Yeah, I don't expect any news for at least a few more days, but don't go too far, just in case we do, In the meantime, I mean, obviously you've got yourselves a finished up guild hall ready for you to enjoy, so I'm sure you'll be keeping yourselves busy.
Try to be. It'd be weird not having anything to do for a bit. But
I mean, you've been...
I'm sure we won't go mad having a couple of days off.
Apparently you went to the Feywild. I feel like you've done a lot of shit without really, have you even taken a day off since the whole Battle for Kalzir thing? I don't...
I don't think I've taken a day off since we've met each other.
Right, then I suggest
I
maybe
do.
that might be a good thing to do, you know? As much as you're helping the world, wouldn't want you all dying on the battlefield because of exhaustion or ripping each other's
Yeah,
throats
that would
out because
suck.
of being annoyed at each other or whatever the case may be. So just, you know, have some time off. There's a festival in the city in 6 days, if I remember correctly. It's Spring Sunlight Festival. Typically what happens is like this big feast that everyone that attends brings a dish and you all eat from each other's food, you know. Fireworks at night, free drinks paid for by the Empire. Might be good.
For the Harvest Ends Festival. No,
What was that?
nothing. Just remembering old festivals. That was
Fair enough. Right, and other than that, I mean, I'll probably be back in 2 to 3 days when Matchroom has done his job, and we'll maybe able to, if we don't have information on the cult yet, we at least may be able to figure out who our mole is, you know. And if it happens to be Brassbend, then taking him out.
I hope it's Brassband. Hate that
I
guy.
hope it isn't, but make everything easy to be brass.
Octanis, I get that you're very confident. Brassbend is the head of our Archmage Order. He is the strongest of all of us. I don't think you'd want to face him. I promise you.
I mean,
I get that. I just don't like him.
That's fair.
just,
He's in a
I
quiet
could
taste.
just poison him.
That's a good.
I got some new poisons. Kind of want to try them.
Well,
It's
let's
pretty cool
not
poison.
get ahead of ourselves here.
I feel like
Innocent until proven guilty,
too
after all,
obvious
right?
to be-
I'm just throwing it out there. If he is guilty,
I mean, if he is, then by all means do what you got to do. But
Let's
until
not
then,
do that until we know 100% he is definitely no
oh
out.
yeah,
no
I'm not just
doubt.
gonna go kill a man that we don't know if he's like against us. You know.
exactly.
Well,
Really
even,
matters.
even if it's just a little bit, like if you like we're 90% sure, I'm saying like 100% we have to be.
Well, yeah, I
So-
mean, well, as soon as Matchroom finds some shit in there, or if he kills Matchroom, you know.
No,
let's
not
slow down there. Just take it easy. I'll let you know as soon as
like
I
to plan
know.
ahead.
Yeah, well, planning ahead is what, you know, gets the wrong people killed. If you jump to conclusions like that,
That's true.
might not want to.
That's
Just saying. Then again, I'll be here in a couple days to talk to you about whatever Matchroom learns, and until then, enjoy some downtime, I guess.
Yay.
What is downtown?
What is a vacation?
Yeah, haven't really had an off day for a while either, but hey, that's the life, I suppose. Have we met? And he looks at again, who I think is still the tiefling.
Yeah. No, I'm Matthias now since
Okay.
I got out of the bath.
I just-
I don't believe we have.
Well, should probably
Perhaps
before
briefly?
I spilt
I
the
forget.
beans. I don't think we have.
He's fine.
I mean, sure.
Well,
Well,
you weren't there at the whole Port Serene thing.
no, I wasn't
right?
there. I wasn't there. No.
Some magical.
Well, yeah.
archmage or something was. I don't remember who.
Might have been Adoros. I'm not sure. I don't remember it exactly.
I think it was.
But yeah, you all. Oh, by the way, Nicole,
Hello.
your brother, reported back from his, you know, after you. That's what I mean. Listen, I'm a
Brother's very
dragonborn.
much dead.
I have a brother. You're a dragonborn. You got a cousin. See how things get mixed up every once in a while, you know, when the DM forgets to read his fucking notes properly and he's an idiot. Anyway,
the old age kicking
Wait,
in.
what the hell?
man.
What's a DM?
if I would explain that to you, your brain would implode. So we're probably not going to do that.
just the wolf comes around us. And...
Anyway, your cousin is back in town after, you know, being done with the whole Port Serene thing. Port Serene is pretty much back to the way it was, minus the cult influence, which is good. You've done a good job there. They've also tracked a dragon that flew away from that town, but it flew, you know, in like across, like away from the continent, over the Endless Sea. So we weren't really able to track him, as no one has really ever crossed the Endless Sea before.
I mean, did it head in direction of that island we were told about where this cult resides?
Sort of, but if he did, dragons are smart. He went straight, he went straight west, and the island is more like a northwest kind of thing. But he might, take the long way around. I don't know.
Or he might have his own little lair somewhere.
Yeah, true. That could also be a thing.
He did mention a master, and obviously.
But after seeing him leave, he hasn't been spotted near the continent since. So I guess that's good for now. Figured you want an update on that. I think that's it, really. I think that's all I got. But yeah. So your cousin's back in town. He's in the sanctuary, doing work. I just figured like an update after where you left him.
I might pop in and give him a bit of a visit.
Yeah, feel free. Right. Well, you all have a good day, and yeah, I'll be in touch whenever I have some.
Actually, Tiburon, I know you're not much in the illegal side of things. But do you happen to have a potion that makes someone appear dead that isn't actually dead, or know where I can get one?
No.
Or like make them temporarily dead.
No, I don't have one. Yes, I know where you could get one, but I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I'm sorry.
Why
no.
would I convince you to tell me?
After our little,
It's not going to be used
incident,
on
I
anyone
don't think I want to give you anything that could potentially do stuff to people.
What, hang on.
I'm going to ask the person if we can use it, and it's only for the good of the guild.
No. And he leaves.
Sorry, I've just heard something that Octanus. Sorry, you stopped.
Yes.
So Tiburon leaves the guild hall, closes the door behind him.
We had a plan to make it look like you were dead, so that we could take you to that gnome, because he has
300 gold.
Yeah, he has a bounty on your head. If you are dead, we get 300, and if you are alive, we get like 100.
Yeah, I know. That's why I disguise myself when I go into there, and then I undisguise myself. Teleport out. It's great fun.
Yeah. So we were thinking like we could.
I could do that a couple more times, and then we'll probably get a higher cost for me.
Yeah, but we gotta get that potion. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can get that potion that makes you look dead.
I'm just gonna tap on Neronk's leg.
Or I could not.
Yes, room.
You wouldn't die.
You
You'd
do
be
know
fine.
I have a spell called Feign Death, right?
No.
No, but now that I do, this just got 10 times
fucking
better.
god.
Although I can't, I can't say. I'm not gonna say I'm against the plan immediately because I see if everyone's on board, particularly Nicole. I can see the gain in this, but I will say I don't quite enjoy, or it doesn't really sit right with me that. Again, after what recently happened, to hear some certain people just being like, "Oh, we're gonna use potions that do things to other party members, like that could maybe fake a death."
We
looks
were
at
going to
Arctanus.
ask
We were gonna ask him. That's why we were gonna bring it up, because that's why I had this poster.
And then
I've learned from past mistakes.
I'll look at the image. How much like me does it look? Can't remember what we said last time.
I mean, it's a blue dragonborn, but that's like, like. It's not the best
check
drawing.
my notes on how
So-
this spell works. I haven't done it before, but I know I
Cool.
can do
I'm-
it.
So you could go and steal a bunch more books so that the price gets up.
Well, we don't
Now-
necessarily need him stealing books. We just need
And
Nicole
then-
to drive him nuts a little bit more.
Yeah,
Push it
and
up,
then
you know what I mean? Like show his face
we
around town.
just
a little
go
We
and
could
you
return him,
apologize and
take
pay him
that
the money for the
with all
books,
the
and we
books.
don't have
I
other
did
people
pay him the
looking
money for
out.
the books, Bran.
Well, why
you told
would
me
we
to
do
fuck
that
myself.
when we
I
could
think I
get
might be with
money?
Amaran here, honestly.
I mean,
But we could get money
have
and
you
not
tried?
have to give money.
Are we
This is
really that
fucking-
desperate for money?
This is
that you
Yes.
want to
great.
fake his
No.
death
Yes.
for
But
300
If
gold?
it's an easy way
Yes.
to get money,
It's not that
Easy,
easy, is it?
peasy.
I'll
I
be
would
honest with you
not-
guys.
Pay for chefs.
I can't
pay
be
for
bothered with
cool
this,
food.
so
I'll be
Nah.
honest.
Plus,
at the
there's
end of
one
the-
other problem with your plan, other than just the moral implications of it. But
yeah, I mean,
technically,
My morals are
if for
dubious
him,
at best.
if he pays you, and because he thinks you brought him dead Nicole, we get Nicole out. We're not a low-profile group of people. He will at some point hear about or see something, tales
we
of.
can tell him it's his brother.
like,
Something same in
you'll-
Dragonborn.
Look,
Except
Twin
people are
brother.
writing books about us and songs about us. They're gonna use his.
Nicole.
Yeah, but he doesn't know his name. It's
You
not on
don't
the
know
who
Yes, he
flyer.
does.
tomorrow.
He
There's
just
no name
called
on
him
the
Big
flyer.
Blue Bully. Like,
He doesn't say the Heroes of Exile.
Okay, everyone.
Dragonborn.
Before this gets out of hand, rather than going
it's
in,
not out.
getting paid, having him put another bounty on Nicole because he realizes he's not dead, and having people hunt us through the city, Nicole and I are going to go to the bookstore tomorrow. Nicole is going to apologize, and we're going to find out how we can make
You're
this
so
better.
Can I at
Boring.
least get the 150 gold bounty for bringing him in alive?
Yeah.
I
No.
will
What?
give Naronk 150 gold.
Fair enough. All right.
I'm just gonna be like,
Alright.
counterpoint to all that, brand. Why don't we just not bother? Because
Counterpoint,
Surely-
Nicole. He's paid money for people to hunt you.
It's
Yeah,
I
a
don't
problem.
like,
really-
you're going in
I'm
and
gonna be honest with
apologizing.
you,
is
Brad.
not
I don't
Valid
really
character
want to
flaws.
have to kill or hurt someone
brand,
that is doing an entirely legitimate job
Yeah,
because
I'm not gonna
Nicole
have to-
stole some books.
It's not
Yeah,
really
but
if
okay,
he's
isn't it?
putting
'Cause
out-
Nicole did pay for the book.
If he's
It's
putting
not
out the
the
bounty
point.
on his life, he's not
I'm
going to
gonna
be
be-
satisfied if you go in and go, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I
I'm
stole
gonna-
that
That's
book."
gonna
why
be
we're
honest,
going
ripped the
to
page
find
of
out
it.
what
Oh.
Look,
I'm gonna-
Actavis, at least let us try.
I'm gonna be
No,
honest with you,
Just
Right.
brand.
because you have issues with apologizing and admitting you're wrong doesn't mean that Nicole's incapable.
Yeah, it does. Have you met him?
All right. Everyone, shut the fuck
If-
up. Nicole has something to say.
It'd be nice to talk. Just saying. You know, because it's my problem, not your
Oh, yeah.
guys's. I'm just saying, like, guy's a bit of a dick. And also,
Yeah, he wants you
Right.
dead for stealing a book. Like,
I mean, also, like, to be fair, a lot of people want me dead, especially like big
Okay.
boys. So at this point, like,
oh,
what's another? And it's for stealing a book. I've got Orcus after me. I've got the Cobra Skill after me.
Okay,
is
but
true.
I'm gonna be
But-
honest. Like, I'll
He
go
has-
and
he
I'll
has
go and
a point.
apologize to him and be like, sorry, but I'll tell you what. The second if he gets a bit angry at me and he gets a bit like, oh, you stole my book, no, I'm just gonna tap over and run away. I'm gonna tell you now.
No.
That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna sit there and be raised by a little gnome little
And-
boy.
and evil gods and whatever else is not the general population and good people of the city within which we dwell. And if people start to catch wind that one of the heroes of exile, which is easily identifiable, just happens to be wanted for stealing a book, then that can
Which, by the
only
way-
be worsened if we try and scam this man further and take his money.
By the
It-
way,
it-
Says
the
man
least we
who
can do is
wants to
try and
dress up
clear our
like a
name.
camel merchant.
I did also like try
That
and
doesn't
make
fall
people
back
stop.
And the crime in that is
That you're not actually one. And if
Okay,
that got
I think
found out, that would get
Oh.
out as well. That we
and
were
okay, but
Yeah.
please tell me the
we're
crime.
getting off track.
we're impersonating a guild of traveling merchants.
What time
Yes,
of day
but
is it
that's
roughly
not going
there?
to cause harm to us
This is
as a
oh,
group.
first of all,
At the end of the day, Nicole, if cult members come to kill you, I have no quarrel in killing them. If people send entirely legitimate bounty hunters after you because you stole things and upset a man, that's a rather more difficult moral situation.
I
We
mean,
don't have
their
to kill
morals
them.
are
Who
about
said-
as good as
who-
mine. So
Who said we had to kill
Why
them?
are you
We could
bringing
just
morals to this?
we could
Just
also
like,
just we could also just knock them out
logic.
and send them on their way and put them like these guys tried to broke into our manch, broke into
Let's-
our guildhold and tried to kill me. Here you go, officer. You have to kill them. You have to like
We do-
stand down,
yeah,
yes.
I'm-
look them up.
Nicole makes a
Right.
good point.
We have a jail.
Like there's not no we don't even
It's
go
true,
to our
we could
jail.
go to our jail
We
too.
have a
We're-
jail.
We've got the city of Calzir, we're kind of part of that. So like
I'm
There
going
are
to
also
stop
just
being-
generally non-lethal ways to deal with things
Yeah,
that we tend
exactly.
to forget about a lot.
it's not getting it. Like I
This
know
is-
I'm
in
going to
essence,
talk to this
illegal
bookkeeper tomorrow,
is a
Nicole. You
fake
can come
legal
with me if you want. If not, I'm going anyway, and I will pay off whatever debt you have and find out how we resolve this in a way that doesn't mean that you're wanted in a
We
city
could just
where
tell
we
the
all now
guard that
live.
someone out there is trying to put a hit out on one of our heads, and then I'm sure there's
That's
a more
true
reasonable
too.
way
It
to.
actually probably, but I don't want Nick to lose his business either.
But
Take
I
all
don't
the way
want.
to top,
Neither
tell the
do I,
Empress.
but
I mean, it's not really
I'm
much for
sure there's
business,
a
he doesn't
mu- I'm
really
sure there's a
charge any
much-
money for anything, just people borrow his books.
a much more legitimate way to deal with all of this.
Yeah, tell the
Anyway.
Empress he gets imprisoned.
Tish, you're a
Fix the
smooth talker,
situation.
right?
I do my best.
What if we got you onto the city council of Calzir?
Ooh.
Is that?
I'm
would
going
that-
outside for a
That
smoke.
was-
I'm going
that
to
was
the
a bit of a
wall to your very
180.
weird ideas. When
I'm
everyone
not
has
a
come back to
politician by any
rational
means.
sense, I'll come back.
But you could be.
Why is it always
could
like
be.
the memey stuff that I put into the campaign that ends up making you guys bicker the most? Y'all are the worst. You guys are the worst
Everyone
D&D
else is
group
morally
ever.
fucking bankrupt.
No, you're a fucking nitpicker. God, it's a fucking wanted poster made by in crayon. Hello. Fucking carry on anyway.
I love
Wait,
it.
wait,
I love
wait,
it.
going outside for a smoke. Like
Before
he's done-
before we
Hello,
try and
Mark.
get
Mountains.
a bard
Mulga,
elected to the
that.
city council for no reason whatsoever. How about we go and talk to the gnome with a tempestuous temper and very few friends, from what I could tell. He's not a
Maybe
he's not a big man. He's not a
Maybe
smart
just
man.
Maybe he
wants
could be
a
our
friend.
librarian for the guild hall.
You have
Maybe
to
just
wonder
wants a
though, if he
friend.
doesn't have any friends, then how great a guy could he possibly be? You know, like
mean, he's gotta
I'm
be
a
pretty
terrible
I've met
person,
him.
books,
and
right?
you
I've
guys
met
are my
him.
friends.
I went there with Nicole. He's clearly just there's a screw or two loose. But he was very, very fond of that book. I don't think he's going to hurt anybody, and I also don't think we need to scam him.
Oh, but it's,
very
so much
easily
fun.
done.
All right, hear me out. Maybe we offer him a place as the official librarian of the Heroes.
We
of
don't
Zephyr.
have a library.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We do have a
we do.
library.
You
What
do.
do you
We
mean?
We do have a library.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
I don't
That's what I'm saying.
Dutch
So,
forgot
like,
it in his
I
book.
don't
Yeah.
read.
We like entice him with that. Maybe he'd be more willing to forget this.
No, because I think that's.
But we'd also gain access
What
to
is
his
your What is your
books.
train of thought here? Oh,
Okay,
you
so,
hate
like,
one
we-
of us for stealing a book. Come work for us. It's truly a privilege.
All right, hear me out. Let me tell you my idea. All right? If we get him on our...
Okay, if this idea starts with if he chooses to work for the people that have in some
I'm
incredible
not
way
saying
betrayed
we-
him.
But I'm just saying, getting access to those books would probably further our knowledge of certain topics.
We could also have
as
access to
well.
them
have a
just by
library full of
smoothing it
books.
over.
Yeah, but his
Getting-
library is huge. It's way bigger than ours.
It's not that.
And that man
And
been
as long
collecting
as he
books for
doesn't know
God
that
knows
we're
how long. Gnomes
associated
live
with the
for fucking
blue
forever.
bully over here, then
They're
we
like
can
roaches,
just
they
borrow
never
the books
die.
from him.
Did you just call gnomes roaches? Because I think that's
Shut
a
up.
little bit racist.
Dutch, what time of day is it, by the way?
Like late afternoon.
Like, shops closed late afternoon, or like...
In your experience in the city, shops tend to go on for like until like a few hours into the evening before they
Oh,
close.
well, I'd like to leave and just go to the fucking bookstore.
If I
Go
see
over.
Nicole
boy.
leave, I
Go
want to
over.
follow.
I'm going to.
But I don't know if he wants. So I would shapeshift first and see if I'd try and stealthily
I
I'm just
follow.
following. I don't give a fuck.
I'm just
I mean,
going.
You're walking past me, so I'll ask where
Yeah.
you're going.
I'll be like, I'll go ask you, Brian. I'm not gonna wait till the morning. That's just,
Do you want me to come with you?
I don't give a shit. Let's
I'm
just,
going with
I want
him.
to see this.
I'm
just-
going.
Hey, Thomas, get some
I'll
popcorn.
pass him. I'll pass
Okay.
Nicole a cigarette. and
I
we'll
don't.
walk
I
through
don't
the
have any
city.
popcorn.
I'll be like,
and
I'll
I
pick
don't
some
want
of
to
the
wait.
bizarre the way.
unroll it and put it into my pipe.
That's okay.
Okay, as I
I'll
go.
run another bath.
If I see popcorn in the bazaar, I want to buy some before we go to the bookstore.
What?
Is there someone selling popcorn?
No.
Oh man.
Well, that's a shame.
You don't deserve popcorn after discussing this for 20 minutes. Because
I'm-
there's a
I'm
wanted poster
following
out there
as
made
a
by a
cat, by the
toddler.
way.
Like literally
I will-
mentally a toddler.
I
Crayons and
will
everything.
hand Narunk a bottle of firewater.
I'll just be walking.
Alright, so you're walking. You eventually get to the bookstore, and as soon as you
Is
enter,
the door closed? Is the door?
oh, it's open. And as soon as you like walk in, you can already
Oh,
see
okay, no, with
the
peace.
facial
Can-
expression.
As soon as you see him,
I'm
can I try and jump up on his desk, do the cute cat thing where you like rub against him and like purr and see if he likes animals? And
As
maybe
he
just, like,
sees,
soften him up.
as he sees, Nicole come in,
He's just gonna throw the cat.
and you jump
He
up
might
at him.
pull an alinity.
He like
Yeah.
looks at Nicole, looks at the cat, and just whacks you with a book. Just
we
No, wait, this could work. Okay, so he whacks me with the book. So do I take damage?
yeah, a D4. Hold on.
Improvised weapon attack.
Improvised weapon.
Yeah,
Take
which is
3
the cat?
points.
I will tell you.
3 points of
very, very
bludgeoning
shortly.
damage.
While he's hitting the cat, Mr. DM, do I sense that this man?
Wait.
in.
This is perfect. Okay, so yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
immediately become a person. Cats only have 2 hit points. So as he hits me, I fall off the desk and turn back and I'm just go, ow! Oh my leg, ow! And start like playing up and pretending that he's broken my leg.
Oh no.
You bring these people here to bully me with you. We were coming to apologize.
I'm trying. Well, hang on. I'll put my hands up. Like, right, we've gone off on the wrong foot completely here. I'll admit, I was having a bit of fun, but you were being a bit of an ass because you didn't let me buy that book.
You
I
took
bought
my
it back.
book.
Yeah, I bought it back. It's fine.
after you stole it. And there's
Oh, I
pages
tried
missing.
Is there? Oh shit.
Yes.
I'll look through my bag and pretend to be looking for pages, which I know for there.
While he does that, we'll be like, do
Like a
you
school kid.
always hit innocent animals? Just from the ground.
Yeah, you just assaulted her.
Jesus.
You're wrong. You're a person in this town.
No, shit.
You scared me.
So
Doesn't mean you get to hit her.
All right,
What?
everyone, let's
Shut up, you
calm
elf.
down.
you so
All of
my
you out of my shop right now, or I'm calling the guards.
I'm just
How
gonna
can we make it
lean
so we
against the
don't,
wall
like-
and drink firewater.
maybe not like have this bad blood because I do like to use your library a bit more because like you've got good books and I do enjoy reading. And, you know what a good
Come closer.
hello.
Right now.
Yeah, hello.
Sit on this chair.
I'll sit on
What
the
is
chair.
happening?
And he just, with a big tome, just cracks it over your head.
And now he's like, I feel better. That's it.
I mean, I'm still gonna have to roll. I'm still gonna have to roll to see if it hits, but
He's still gonna have to
my
roll to see if he feels
that's a
better or
17. That's a
needs
17 to hit.
roll.
Yeah, it hits, yeah, it hits.
he just cracks his big tome on top of your head. You take
Does it
It's a-
damage the book?
4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, just damage the book.
Book.
A little bit, just like like
I'll just be like, ow.
you. The entire city, people always bully me. Just trying to run a bookstore, and you steal my book.
I mean, a library. I was trying to buy it from you because like.
And I said no, because this is a place of reading, and you can borrow and bring back, but you already took it.
But I
Without-
brought it back, so
You intended to steal it.
I mean, not first.
And you torn pages out.
I mean, go to dangerous places and it falls out.
You destroyed my book.
I didn't mean to. I can pay for damages on that happily.
Book's ruined.
Okay,
What if we found you another one of that book?
Shut up, elf. Talking to the blue bully.
Yeah, shut up.
What
Donald.
was if we give you a different book? You know, to replace this one so it's added to your collection. You know, more books. I've got some tomes that I don't read
I-
anymore.
We'll get out my book that's just
Like
about the general
books.
deities.
I mean, I'll just literally get out like the diaries of that I've collected from fucking cult members at this point, and just like random books, just like got this one. Like I think I've got that book that has like the dates from the Obsidian Tower. That I had a journal from that. Fucking just I'll put that down and just like
Those are personal journals. No use to me. I have that book
That
already.
book.
Are you talking about my one?
Yeah.
I mean, personal journals are just stories anyway. So like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean, good
the second
information.
day of this month, I went to the shop. Oh yeah, that's so interesting to read.
So, from the
Someone
ground, can I
will
just
find
go,
this interesting.
Nicole, can you help me up? My leg hurts.
I'll help her up. Like, I'll
And
stand
then
up to
as
the
he
thing.
helps me up, just go, for someone who says he's been bullied and is mad because he's been bullied, you act like a bit of a bully yourself.
Ooh, okay.
Get out of
And
my
like
store.
limp over to the chair
Get
or
out.
limp out of the
Get
store.
out. Get out. Get
I
out.
am limping out of
Get
the
out.
store. I'm leaving.
All of you,
Are
get
we-
out.
are we-
Out.
Are we allowed back in later, like on a different day, or are we banned forever?
Out.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and stealthily cast calm emotions.
That could work.
This can't go good.
This is either gonna go really well, or we're all about to get banned from a fucking bookstore. Apart from again,
We're about to get fucking
Look,
guard
at this point
phones.
we're banned anyway. What's the worst that can happen?
What's the DC?
Do.
I just feel bad for this gnome now. I just feel
Charisma
feel
saving
bad.
throw. DC
man,
is
we tried.
16.
Natural 18. So
Fuck.
-4.
Okay, does he notice me? Because I said I wanted to do it stealthily.
is it one of those spells where if you fail, does the
It
victim
doesn't say that they know,
roll stealth check?
but it is verbal and semantic.
Roll stealth check.
I'm a lucky son of a bitch. I rolled it with disadvantage because my armor, but I got a 19 and 17, so 18.
18. I rolled a 19. 18 plus 1.
Fuck!
So, yeah. Get out of my store. I will take my posters down as long as you promise I never see any of you ever again.
Deal.
I mean, can't
I
100%
just have
promise
one
we might pass each other in the street or something, but yeah, I'll
Get
never come to your store again. Okay, bye.
One more question.
No.
How would you like to be the librarian of the Heroes of Exile?
Get out.
I'm just gonna start herding everyone out.
I'm already outside now.
I'm out.
Get out. All of you.
Well,
I will walk out.
I'm gonna put 5 gold down on the table as we go.
That could
and
have
just
gone
not
better,
say
but that
anything.
could have gone a lot worse.
And as you all leave, this door just slams shut behind you.
that was
Well, I mean-
really fun.
I mean, at least he's got to take down the posters, I suppose.
Exactly. That's what we
Mission
came here
success.
for.
And I'll just walk.
It is a success. I suggest that we keep an eye for any unusual books we see. We could always, if we would like access to this library, we could always try and repair those bridges with some nice books.
I mean, I could just disguise myself, look different, and we'll be fine.
I was saying, I can just
Yeah,
go
I can't.
invisible and look at the books. Around.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean, I could give you my hat.
But then how do you go in if I want to go in?
No, but we don't both go at the same fucking time.
We,
go in,
don't we have 2 hats disguise?
Nope.
No,
gave
not
yours
Nope.
away.
anymore.
One of them belonged to Kisaren.
You gave yours away.
True.
I never gave mine away.
Yeah, you did.
It wasn't mine to give away in the first place.
I was gonna say you gave it to Sarah.
Fuck, might have to get more of those.
I've got one.
God, is this the end of the gnome librarian story arc? Did we do it?
Oh my god.
Absolutely not.
Fucking hell.
Absolutely not.
I won't let it die.
You fucking...
No, Bran's gonna be sending him every nice book they find.
Alright, so you all, make your way back to the...
I'm gonna keep an eye out for my parents while I'm walking back to the guild hall.
Okay.
Oh, and obviously I'm not limping back. My leg is fine. I was just going, maybe we could be like, well, you're mad at us, but you hurt one of us, so we're even now, and we'll call the guards on you, but it didn't work.
Yeah,
and
it turns out he's a
nothing
fucking
happened,
crazy psycho.
so.
There's a lot of fucking, a lot of things going on, dude.
How
He's
old did the
locks
gnome
up.
look?
He's elderly. He's old. Like, he's
Like
very
even
old.
for a gnome.
Yeah. He's old.
Damn.
Look,
He old.
He'll probably
older
die
people
soon
tend to
anyway.
be set in their ways.
Literal boomer.
Does he read funny comics in the newspaper about his wife being bad?
That's
I hate
literally-
my wife.
Literally, God, every time Gypsy speaks, my ears just regret
Wow.
everything. No,
Wow.
no, he doesn't. Anyway, so you make it
You're
back.
the one that called him a boomer.
I mean, yeah, because he's old. You make your way back
My
to
wife's a bitch.
the keep, the guild hall, rather. Still late afternoon. You don't spot your parents on the way there, Octanus. And I think
Damn.
that this is a good place to say, hey, we'll pick this up
Yeah.
next week, because holy fucking
Yeah.
shit, my brain needs...
Oh, that was really fun.
That
was a session, dude.
I loved it.
Fucking hell.
I love this bullshit. I love it.
There's things I want to do.
Man,
Just play.
y'all are fucking like every time I put some memey shit that's just literally like just some dumb haha. Cause remember that one time when Nicole pissed off the fucking bookshop guy? Like those are the things you guys discuss heavily, but when it's fucking there's something serious going on, y'all just like go, like it's fucking
Well, yeah, because-
holy shit, dude.
Because if it's serious, everyone in the
Oh,
group can
fuck.
focus and put their battle faces on.
Yeah.
But if it's dumb, we have time to realize that we hate each other.
No. If it's dumb, we have realized to be like, how dumb can we make this? And we all collectively have this
Anyway,
moment of like,
Thanks
let's be
for
dumb.
playing, y'all. Fucking hell.
Do you-
Thanks for watching, everybody.
That was
Appreciate ya.
Believe me.
That was great.
Laura, thanks again
That's
for the
fun.
second resub in the same week. James, I will be in your DMs this week to talk about Matrim's mission, so
Dun,
keep an
dun,
eye out
dun.
for that. We'll be back
Casually.
next Sunday for Dungeon Select. I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'll be ending early, but I'll be streaming tomorrow. Follow all these lovely people. And I'm gonna toss the host to...
That Dutch geek is live.
Huh. Sounds like a cool guy.
I don't know, he's alright.
We'll toss the host to Craven. He's playing some Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Very D&D-esque, I suppose, in a way. But yeah, thanks for watching, y'all. Appreciate ya. Have a good one. Catch you next time. Peace out.
Bye.
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 Au revoir, dickheads.